All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market Prep. I hope you are having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. How are you doing today, my friend?
Good morning, Carlos. I am doing great. My daughters are going to be back this weekend. That makes me very excited. Looking forward to the weekend. But it's been a tough week, hasn't it? We've had a lot of. It's been some good trading. The markets have been good, but it's been tough from a celebrity point of view. We've had like
This
quite a
year,
number of
yes.
celebrity deaths this week. They just
Yeah.
keep passing.
Yeah, agreed.
And,
I mean, the last one, I'll tell you, man, I just met him as a star, drowning. Peter, did you know he was with his 8-year-old daughter? Did you hear that? I didn't know that. He was
was
swimming
what,
with
sir?
him. He was swimming. Warner, the last one that drowned, was swimming with
Yeah.
with his 8-year-old daughter, and
Oh,
the surfer was able to save her, but they got him too late. I was like, oh, can you imagine? Ah,
man.
nuts,
Yeah,
man.
that would be tough.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I thought I wanted to get everybody maybe ready for this last day of trading this week. So maybe we could pump it up a little bit. So
Yeah.
just give me a second. I'm going to bring in the ghost maybe of a special guest, and we can get
All right.
ready for trading here this morning.
All right.
So
All right.
here we go. You ready? He's
I'm
here
ready.
in
I
the
got your full
studio.
screen.
Traders, are you
There
ready?
you go.
Are you ready to trade today? Are we going to be the best traders the world have ever seen? We are going to trade today, and we are going to trade like no one's traded before. Ah! We are here to trade. Trade.
Oh, this is awesome. Thank you, Hulk Hogan. Awesome stuff, man. Friends, how can we not have a great day after that incredible intro from Hulk Hogan? Quick look at our gappers list today, brought to you by tradingterminal.com, friends. Again, such good stuff happening there. Our team is working so hard in the back end. We get snapshots here and there of what they're doing, and it's going to be such an incredible product. And thanks to a lot of you guys too, putting in some of the feedback and calling out some of the things that could be improved and better. So it's just incredible, just amazing. So take a look, tradingterminal.com, scanners and more stuff on there. Today, a little bit on both sides. We'll see what's driving that. It is Friday. Let's see what this U.S. economic calendar looks like from Hulk Hogan. Oh, sorry, Peter. How you doing? Yeah, how is the U.S. economic calendar?
Wait, Carlos, was somebody here? Was there someone?
Oh,
in the
you
room?
came late, man. You missed the whole thing. Missed the whole
I
thing. You
missed
got to
it.
come early. Got to come early, man.
Like the pokeroo. Any Canadians
Yeah.
remember that? Anyways. Yeah. Look, the only number that I had on the board that I was looking for this morning is our durable goods orders, and this is actually it was forecasted a contraction, negative 10.4%. It actually just came in at negative 9.3%. Normally, I wouldn't worry about durable goods orders, but this would be the biggest decline in 5 years, and only one out of 3 times it's declined this much in more than 15 years. So this number can be variable. So sometimes you get like a 1 month decline and then it's okay the next month. If we see continued declines in durable goods orders, if I can spit it out, that would be problematic. So the 1 month number is not really that big of an issue, even though it is a big decline. We'll have to see what happens again next month. But the markets usually sort of shrug this number off and move on. We have a lot of earnings, so there's other things to focus on here. We had some big ones earlier this week. Today is a little quieter, as you would expect on a Friday, but we do certainly have a few things to talk about. So, the economic calendar pretty quiet.
Yeah, pretty quiet to kick off this Friday as we finish off what's been an interesting week. Yeah, let's get into it, friends. Did you see, thanks to Ben, thanks for bringing that up. So Ben, early this morning, again, power being in the community, he mentioned that they're looking to get rid of the PDT rule, and I just looked it up, and it's everywhere here. So that is awesome. Peter, I don't know if you remember, and you guys in chat, you remember I said this? Was it last week? The timing just worked out perfectly. I said this last week where I said they're gonna get rid of this PDT rule, and you'll see. And this Friday, there's a lot of confirmation that FINRA is looking to get rid of the PDT rule and make a minimum of $2,000 only for day traders, which is awesome. Because again, getting $25,000 for someone that wants to try this thing, it's not an easy thing to do. And some people that actually have the 25K, they don't want to play around with 25K on something they don't know if they're going to be good at. They want to use 10,000, 15,000, right? So I knew this was going to go away. Here it is. They're looking to get rid of this to make it $2,000. So and I started researching. I didn't know this. So this was introduced back in 2001 after the .com crash, right? Regulators didn't want traders to inexperienced traders to be trading, right? So again, me and you were not. I was not trading around that time, Peter. I'm not sure if you were. So I wouldn't remember this. At least actively trading like we are now. So yeah, that's exciting, man. It's exciting news. So we'll see how that goes.
I mean,
let's take.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not surprised. It sort of makes sense, especially with the barrier to entry being so low. It would benefit some of the big companies that are having market impact, like Robinhood, and that they want to attract the younger and sort of newer traders. Let's put it that way. It doesn't matter their age, but newer entrants to the market. Hopefully, it doesn't cost people money. But let's face, you know what? If you can gamble and buy lottery tickets and alcohol, and like why prevent people from trading? It's
and on top of that, you're letting other countries, only U.S. residents, right, are affected by the PDT rule. There might be other restrictions based on broker. So you're yeah, exactly. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I knew it because with everything they're doing, right, the 24-hour trading, which actually you can do on Interactive Brokers. I didn't know that. It went into effect last May 2014. So you could do 24-hour trading, but there's no volume. So you can trade 24 hours, but there's just no volume, so it doesn't matter. As long as the volume stays between 9:30 and 4:30, it doesn't affect what we do every morning. And then they're doing, zero commissions, partial trading, so you don't even have to buy 500 shares. You can just buy $5,000 of a stock. Right? All these things are just to make it easier for you to trade, and we're seeing that here. So this will be good. I'm looking forward to it. Because I know a lot of traders will definitely, who's in trouble, now that I thought about it, because you always got to think who's going to be affected. Capital Markets Elite Group, they're in trouble. They're about to go out of business. They're in big, big trouble. If you have an account with them, you didn't hear here first. Just go read it on the news or something. But they're in trouble. This is going to destroy them.
Okay.
Sorry if you're listening.
Prediction for a Friday.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, why would you go overseas when you could do it here in the U.S.? I know it's rough, but it's the facts, right? We're just the facts here. All right, here it is. Gap up, friends. We have tons of stuff this morning gapping up. None of it which is familiar to us besides this BMNR, which is on our list all the time. So let's go through it. HTOO this morning. What do we have going on here? HTOO up 60%, 7.3 million shares traded. Float on this bad boy is under 1 million. So low flow stock, which again, Peter, we have not been short of any of the low flow mania. That's for sure, right? It's been heavy with the memes, with the low floats. We've seen a lot of action. Some this morning here, starting with HTOO.
Yeah, and this seems to be their Fusion Fuels Green PLC, a company out of Ireland, announced that they have initiated a number of new projects in liquefied petroleum gas, the LPG area, and that's good. And looks like they have some license to develop in Dubai. So good news for the company, but this is not a sector we typically trade. I see less than 1 million shares in the float. This is a company with a $4 million market cap. I can't see trading this. Doesn't look that interesting to me.
Yeah. Again, me and Peter are really not low flow traders, so this definitely does not attract us at all. Let's head on to the next one. NXTC. I don't think we ever looked at this ticker. NextCure. That's an interesting name, Peter. NextCure. I like people, they try to get creative here. Was a pharmaceutical company. What is this, Peter? But NextCure on the list. I don't think we ever seen them before. It is up 11.2, 1.8 million shares traded. The flow is 2 million is what I have here on this next cure company.
Whoa. Sometimes I wonder how they test these things. Anyways. Yes, it's a biotech company, and they demonstrated strong results for their uh, treatment that improves bone microarchitecture and reduces fracture incidence. So far, they've only tested it on mice, which is anyways. They've tested it on mice with moderate to severe osteogenesis imperfecta. First off, anyways, how do you find mice with osteogenesis imperfecta, or do you introduce it just to try and cure it? Man, not good being a mouse. Anyways, yeah. So, anyways, preclinical trial data is good. Yeah, you
Yeah,
introduce it. That's what I feared, which is, anyways, sucks for the mice.
yeah,
Anyways,
sure does.
NXTC, another one of these low floats, 2 million shares in the float, $14 million market cap. Again, just not the type of company I typically trade. Um, the news is good, I guess, in terms of progressing towards helping with this disease, but I doesn't look great pre-market in terms of the price action. Yeah, I'm not doing anything with it.
Yeah. All right, friends, let's take a look here. On the next one this morning is going to be YOSH. Yoshiharu Global. So this thing is up 11.1, 800,000 shares traded. Also a low flow stock, man, sitting under a million. So be careful with this one as well. But Peter, this one seems to have, again, very low volume. The daily doesn't look good. I don't know, man. This is not something I'll have on my list.
It feels sort of Monday like with all these weird little companies.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess we do see these sometimes, at the tail end of the week as well. There, this is they're changing their company name. I don't know them to begin with. Yoshiharu Global Corporation announces that they are going to be transitioning to Vestined Inc. So I guess that's a better name. I'm not sure. I don't even know. What do they do? What do these guys do? They're a restaurant chain,
Mm,
apparently. They're a Japanese ramen restaurant. Okay. I
yeah.
don't think Vestined really captures Japanese ramen restaurants. Yoshiharu seems like a better one. Anyways, whatever. That's the decision they've made. That's what's happening. So they are going to be making that transition.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Do not like this one at all, Peter. So I'm with you there. Let's go down to the next one. Deck. What's Deck here? Deck is Decker's Outdoor down. Actually,
That's
no, not
uh
down.
that's a really
Hmm.
big deck. Do you like my deck? It's a big deck.
Yeah.
There's a good skit about decks.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Is this a
No,
no, no?
no.
Where does it
Oh
play?
man,
Is
I think it's got what's the why can't I remember his name? The 40-year-old virgin guy is in it. And anyways, good. I think was it a Saturday Night Live skit or did it
oh,
come from somewhere else?
I
Yeah, it's
think I
Steve
seen
Carroll. Yeah, I
him
think
do
Steve
that.
Carroll's in it. Was it did not anybody familiar with this skit that I'm talking about? I like your deck. Yeah, it's a big deck. Your deck's bigger than my deck. Anyways,
I think I seen that. I think I seen
all
that.
right.
Um,
Anyways, that's not what this company's about.
yeah,
This is an outdoor, accessory company, footwear and accessories. It looks like they had earnings. That's why they're here. They had a great earnings season and beat their numbers. And they said, interestingly, Hoka and UGG. Are Uggs still a thing? Am I out of the
oh
way?
yeah, yeah.
Are
Yeah.
people wearing Uggs again?
They
Anyways,
sure are, man. It's still a thing.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, apparently Uggs are big. UGG and Hoka, and Hoka is sort of the new running shoe brand. They at least I know them. Apparently, surging sales in those two brands of footwear have helped their sales. So
Yeah, yeah. I don't understand. I don't get the the fleece thing here in the summer. I don't understand that at all. Um, it's that's just got to be too hot. Like yeah. Anyway, so yeah, there are things, man. There are all kinds of
It's
shoes here.
well, if they're
Um,
real Uggs, then it's not fleece. That's lamb's wool, and
yeah,
it's natural
whatever.
fiber. It should keep you cool. I don't
I don't know, man. I find that hard to believe, but yeah, uh,
know.
there they are. I find that hard to believe, but yeah, that is the thing. Still going. Still people are using that. Let's take a look at the next one on here. Again, doesn't look great to me, guys. It is up 11.5. It's not a low float company, sitting at 146 million shares float. Has traded 561,000. You do have shares for short on it. I mean, can there be some kind of play here today? Maybe. I just don't know if they're going to get the volume, Peter. Are you watching this? What's your plan?
Uh, sorry, somebody sent me a link. I think that's it, Chip, and it is not Steve Carroll. That looks like it's uh what's I see now I can't remember anybody's name. That's you might be a redneck. What's his uh, Jeff Foxworthy. There you go. Thanks a lot. Anyway,
Nice, nice.
all right. Yeah, look, sorry, you're asking about deck. Are we still on that? No, I just see it on
No,
the
deck,
screen.
yeah, deck. I'm not sure if you're watching this. I mean, it could have some potential on it. I mean, it is up quite a
Uh,
bit, 12%. It's just, is it going to get the
yeah,
volume?
yeah, exactly. It's a nicey stock, which means it's not going to trade the same way. And the volume then is, expectedly low. It did spike higher. I mean, it spiked as high as 126 after earnings. So there is potential for movement, both up and down. So it's in a good space for to move, but I might put it on a secondary, Carlos. We'll see what else comes up, but I would be happy to sort of bump it if something better, just sort of comes up for my list. But I
Yeah,
probably won't be actively trading it at this point,
yeah,
anyways. If
yeah,
it starts to look better heading towards the open, maybe. But yeah, I'm skeptical.
yeah. I'm thinking, I'm thinking secondary. I think secondary, and just to come back to it and look at it and see how it looks a little bit later. All right, let's continue, friends. Take a look at what else we have here on our gappers list. Gapping up this morning. SPET on deck today. SPET's always doing something. Today they're up for 5.4. 1.7 million shares trade as you're seeing here, and looks like it's just starting to get some lift here. So there's SBET just getting some volume in the last couple of minutes. So I'm not sure what's driving this, but we are seeing a little bit of action there at the moment. So could be interesting. I mean, SBET could move. I mean, you see the daily on this thing. We've seen really good. Well, I'm not
Uh-oh.
saying good, but we've seen moves out of this. But what's the news today, Peter? Something is driving it right now.
Uh-oh. All right. They've appointed a guy named Joseph Shalom, who is a former BlackRock senior executive. And if you don't know BlackRock, well, actually, I hold a bunch of BlackRock funds, but they're one of the very large, sort of fund management company with a lot of influence in the market. Anyways, they've appointed this guy Joseph as co-CEO. And I say uh-oh because I don't know anything about this guy, but every time I've seen a company do when I used to work for a company, Nortel Networks, and they decided they were going to do the office of the CEO and put two people in the office. It never works, right? The egos are too big. The directional demands are too high. Like they will have a disagreement soon, and it will create a rift in the company. And I just never seen it work. So, all right, good luck, SharpLink Gaming. But I've never seen this model work. So, but people keep
Yeah.
trying it.
Yeah,
So,
they sure do. They BlackRock has a beautiful G600. I saw down in Savannah when I went to their factory. Beautiful plane, white and blue, man. Oh, nice, nice. So, but yeah, yeah. My brother's like, yeah, that's BlackRock's plane. They take priority, so we have to wait. He has to wait for them to be done. And they're like, oh, okay, side rows.
well,
But yeah, man, beautiful plane. All right, let's take a look. So SBET, this could be good trading news, Peter. I'm gonna add it to the list. I
could
mean,
be.
could be. It's not. I
It,
hear you. It might end a disaster.
well, yeah.
you know.
I think it's going to end in tears, but that's not probably today, right? They'll
Right.
have the honeymoon period. it'll all go well before it goes poorly. So yeah, for
Yeah.
today's trading, look, SBET doesn't need news to trade to move on any given day. So yeah, maybe today it'll just give it a little extra push to get some volume and some good trading. I mean, I'm just looking back here at the last few days. It hasn't been easy at the open, but it actually
Mm-hmm.
has yielded some decent trades over the course of the day. You just need to be patient about your entry.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look. I'm gonna put on a secondary for now and see how it goes from there. APLD. What do we have here? We're up 2.3, 569,000 shares traded. We saw it was it yesterday. I think we saw this on the list again. Let's see how it actually traded. Let's go back into yesterday's action, and here it is, a little bit choppy. And this again, can't ding them too much for that because everything's been like that. And we've been getting this like chop in the first hour or so, and then we've been getting these beautiful runs. Peter, you had your AMD trade yesterday. That was really nice, right? You had that. You might not see Peter trade in the afternoon often here, obviously because we're done early. But he had a beautiful short on AMD yesterday because it bounced pretty nicely off the highs. But again, I don't know. Not sure if this is going to be trading well. We possibly could. Maybe if you're trading later in the day, maybe not the open. Maybe later in the day you might see some opportunities, right? So not sure what to think on it. Another possible. Let's put it on the possibles list. You can always come back to that one. So yeah, let's come back to it. I'm on the fence on it. Let's see. The last one on the list, BMR, BMNR, that is. And this one's been let's see if my plan. Oh, my plan. See, if you followed me yesterday, you would have lost money. If you'd have followed that silly plan of just shorting it at the open, it worked.
Let's see, you jinxed
for
it.
like 15 days. Well, I've been I don't know if I jinxed it. I've been saying this since like a week, just open and short, just open and short. It's like the first 4 times they work, and then when you tried it yesterday, it didn't, and now you're mad at me. So apologies for that. But
Well, we
gotta have your own rules. We did.
Don't forget our disclaimer. Yeah.
All right, so I don't know about this one. It's messy. If you look at it yesterday, I'm not a fan.
Now, if you want some news, ARK Investment, led by one of the industry's favorite punching bags, they love to love her and then hate her. Kathy Wood has apparently sold $12 million worth of Coinbase and invested significant funds in Bitmine. So she's betting that Bitmine's got a lot of upside. So I don't know. Maybe there's opportunity here.
Okay.
But I don't know. Is it still a Kathy Wood? Do you short things that she's investing in, or do you jump in with her? I don't know.
Yeah.
But just
I
so
don't
you know,
where it
that's the
stands.
news. You make your decision about what to do about it.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Don't like this. All right, let's go to the list. I think that covers the gap down. I mean, the gap up, excuse me. So that's everything covered there. Nothing else to see. Peter, as far as gapping up this morning, what do you like?
Not a lot, really. I mean, my usual characters, a lot of them are gapping up. Tesla, as we know, sort of had a down day yesterday after the earnings that happened the night before, so Wednesday evening. I think, it looks like it's feeling like a recovery here on the Friday. As we said, the fans never go far, and they continue to, show up and support this thing. So I think Tesla's should be on the list just to see if it does anything interesting. PLTR is just barely green. Actually, it's only green by 1 penny right now. But it is gapping up, and I love the daily on PLTR. It's just sitting right here, ready to break out of this high, right? So, but again, will it be today? Who knows? But it looks good, and the other one that I was looking at that is green is Microsoft. Microsoft's been one of those slow movers. I am sort of stunned at Microsoft's moves. If you look back over the course of just the last 3 months, we haven't really been paying attention. But look at the little candles. I feel like it's been slowly creeping up almost every day here. Look at all those green candles. They're not big, but they're getting the job done. Moving this thing from April, it was a $360 stock. Now it's over $500. That's very impressive.
Yeah. Man, we don't even. Who's the Microsoft CEO? I don't even hear from this guy. Who? like we hear from other ones doing all kind of crazy stuff. This guy's just like in his yacht, not even tweeting. Like, what is he doing? Who was his name? Like, he needs to become more Elon Muskish, and we got to start seeing some stuff here. But I don't even know who the CEO is of this company.
Satya Nadella is the CEO. Oh yeah, I recognize this guy. Do you recognize? Oh wait, I'm not even sharing a screen.
Yeah, share your screen. I'm gonna put him up as well. Oh yeah, seen him in a couple of things. Okay, but yeah, he's very chilled.
This guy?
Yeah.
Anyways, he's I recognize him. I mean, he looks a little bit like he's ready to take over the world.
Yeah. No, yeah, I seen him, but yeah, he's like, we don't hear no drama, no. Yeah, no.
I mean, bald is beautiful, but then
we don't.
There's evil bald. Anyways,
but I guess whatever he's doing is working, right? He's keeping it cool, and his stock just keeps on going up. So whatever he's doing is working. Yeah. But yeah, we need a little more drama out of this guy, man. We need some action, some tweets, some sunglasses that do something that nobody cares about, or Coldplay concert. Coldplay concert. That's what we need from this guy. We need something in play. All right, friends.
Is Coldplay like the only winner out of this thing? That as much
absolutely.
Like to make fun of.
Oh, dude, these guys are happy about this. They're trending because of this. Like, I guarantee there's somebody's like, oh yeah, Coldplay. We used to like that band, honey. Let's go on a thing now. Let's go on. Let's buy tickets.
I didn't realize Coldplay was like a band that you were supposed to hate. I mean, I don't have feelings either way for Coldplay, but they feel like the new Nickelback. Everybody just loves to hate them for no reason.
I don't know, man, but yeah, this is definitely great for them. They're trending. They're trending social media, and I'm sure some people say, "Oh yeah, let's go buy tickets and go to Coldplay concert." So, good for them. Good for them. All right. What's not good is these stocks gapping down for whatever reason. Let's take a look at the first one here. SRPT is the first one on deck. These guys are down 10%, 1.8 million shares traded. And let's see how the daily looks. Very messy. We did have the big drop. Sarepta Therapeutics, whatever.
They've been on our list.
Yeah, they have been. And I think they had this big gap. I can't remember what that was. And then here they're down some more again. So I don't know. Again, very light volume. A couple of days they get some good push here. So I'm not sure what was driving them down this morning.
They have a negative opinion that has been expressed about one of their core drugs, Elevidis, which is a disease modifying gene therapy. What is making me laugh is I didn't realize that this negative opinion was issued by the Committee for Medicinal Products for Human Use. The acronym for this committee, I'm going to put this in here, is in the chat room so you guys can see it. This is the acronym for this committee, and it's CHMP. That doesn't seem like a good choice. Do you want your medical committee abbreviation to be CHIMP? Anyways.
Yeah.
Or they really have a sense of humor, but anyways, that just doesn't seem like the abbreviation that you would pick. Anyways, okay, so look, they're looking to try and treat Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which is laudable, but they're not getting some of the support. And this is out of Europe, by the way. This is the European Medicines Agency. Which was looking at this drug. So so that negative opinion would obviously affect their ability to continue to deploy it, use it, prescribe it, whatever.
Definitely not the brightest decision, or unless they're implying they need chimps to do their testing. I don't know what they're doing, man. They're calling people chimps to do their testing. Like, we just don't say anything. Just sign here, walk into the room and stare at the light. Yes, it's not good, man. Nothing good can come out of that. All right, man. We're definitely getting sued today. We're offending so many companies. We offended Capital One. We offended this one, and we're not halfway. We're not even halfway through this show. All right, let's make sure those disclaimers are airtight, man. All right, let's continue, friends. SNV is next on the list here. SNV, and what do we have here? SNV this morning down 10%, 308,000 shares traded, but it looks messy. I mean, have we looked at this before? Yeah, this is pretty bad. Love the gap down. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing you guys. Love the gap down, but it doesn't look great, man. It doesn't look good at all. I don't like it. I even the pre-market. I don't know what this is. No, thank you.
They announced a merger. They're going to merge with Pinnacle Financial Partners. It's an $8.6 billion merger. It's an all-stock deal. Mergers aren't usually tradable, so we can move on.
Yeah. Moving on to the next one is going to be Intel. INTC, I feel like we haven't talked enough about Intel at all. It's been very quiet, but today they're down 8.6, 25 million shares traded, as you see here on the daily. Nice drop back to looks like maybe an area of daily support. Peter, what's not working for Intel? These guys struggled. They came back a little bit, and but they have not. If you look at the daily, they have not been able to really get back to where they were, right? They had the big gap down with the restructuring, firing people, blah, 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 blah. They had a nice little run, but again, they're just kind of stuck here. What's driving them today?
Yeah, and the restructuring continues. They had earnings after the close yesterday, and it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. So they beat on revenue. They missed on bottom line earnings because they had to report a $2.9 billion loss. They've announced that they're also continuing with their, call it what you want, their right-sizing program. Basically, they're cutting another 25,000 jobs to reduce their workforce from about 109,000 to 75,000. So let's see, that's like 34,000 jobs. I got 36,000 jobs. Anyways, a lot of jobs. 34,000. I can't count today either. But most of those are going to be done through attrition and other measures. Some may be layoffs. Look, Intel's where NVIDIA is firing on all cylinders and AMD is pedaling fast to catch up. I feel like Intel is not doing so well, right? They just feel like they're struggling to survive here, which is again such a turn. I mean, I can't help but think back to the 90s when Intel was like the company, right?
Oh,
Intel Inside and their Pentium chips, like they ruled this space. Like they weren't even taught. Like it was only them. They had the entire game and blew it, completely blew it. But anyways. So,
shame.
Intel, bad news on earnings, layoffs coming. Now, the market often likes layoffs because, at least it shows cost trimming in that. But this morning, they are gapping down. Intel, it's in play. I don't like trading it, though. So, it's one of those where I know some people will go to it and like to trade. I think, I probably will watch it just to see what happens. Maybe there'll be a trade at the open for me. I could watch it for my sort of rising devil type trade, but yeah, I'm probably after the open. I won't be spending a lot of time with
it. I just asked ChatGPT, is Intel in trouble? And it says, yes, Intel is currently facing significant challenges. The company has major blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this guy's got to figure it out, man. Got to figure it out.
He was asking, weren't they behind the bug at the airports last year? I don't think so. If it's the one I'm thinking of, that was a security services company that pushed out a bad patch update that caused a lot of their clients
Microsoft,
and systems to go down. CrowdStrike, thank you. Yeah, it was Crowd. I don't think it had anything to do with Intel.
Yep, software stuff. All right, Peter, are you going to have this on your list?
I said I probably will watch it right at the open just to see what it does, but if it doesn't, if it doesn't wow me in the opening 3 minutes, it'll, I probably won't watch it for the rest of the day.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Let's take a look at what else we have here, friends, on our gappers list. So that's Intel, ASTS. Someone did mention this in chat as well. I knew we were going to get to it since it was on the list. But ASTS this morning daily looks interesting here. So we got a nice little daily for the most part. Lighter volume than we like to see. What's the float on this thing, by the way? We're looking at 176 million. This is AST Space Mobile connection thing. Yeah, we've seen this before.
Mobile.
Yeah. I don't like the way it trades. We've seen this plenty of times. I'm not a big fan of the intraday action. I think other things can trade better. Now, today we don't have a lot on the list. If you look at it, all secondary stuff. So today might be a day where we take a peek at it. But for the most part, the few times I looked at it, Peter, I did not like it. So not inclined to add it to my list today.
Yeah, I would agree with you. This has been on our list many times. A number of times I've looked at it, and I've never liked the way it's traded. So,
Yeah. All right, friends, let's continue. So let me see what else we have interesting here. Let's skip around a little bit. CLSK, I see some Bitcoin. Let's finish off with that. Some Bitcoin. We could talk about Oklo first, actually, because I know some people were watching and calling this out yesterday. Did have a big day yesterday, right? 66 to 77. Today's volume, almost a million shares traded, down 4%. This is in play, Peter. I'm going to watch this today.
yeah, it was definitely in play yesterday. It had some good trading. It hit all-time highs, was moving higher. I think, yeah, today, whether it goes higher or pulls back, it feels like it could once again be in play. Now, there's no news that I see on the company. But they are, I mean, they're doing their little partnerships and announcing, things that they're trying to move their business forward here. Yeah, I think it's just one of those sort of in-play stocks that pops up every once in a while.
Yeah, agreed. All right, so going back, I think that kind of covers. I said Bitcoin here a bit, Peter. Riot, Clean Spark. Anything going on there, and then we can go to whatever you like this morning.
Bitcoin prices are down. They not significantly. They're down at about $116,000, where they were settling around 118, 119 over the last week or so. So that's a little bit of a drop. I mean, it's not huge. If it gets down below 110, that'll signal a little more nervousness in that sector, but it's not there. So yeah, I don't know if any of these Bitcoin plays are really going to be active today. It is a Friday, which means going into the weekend is usually when we get the moves, right? It's usually after hours over the weekend. We'll come back Monday and see what happened. So you just be careful if you like Bitcoin and want to trade it. I mean, maybe it'll be a great day for it, but I've got no reason to believe it necessarily will. And gapping, other things that are gapping down, the semiconductor sector generally is down today. AMD, oddly, is the only one that's green. Everything else is red. So Nvidia seems to be down a little bit this morning. AMD, which had an interesting day yesterday. I mean, most of the move was higher. I ended up trading it short, and it was a great trade for me. But yeah, I sort of like, once again, the sector, despite being mostly red. That's about it.
Yep.
Netflix is red, but it's on such low volume. It never trades good volume pre-market. It's hard to read.
Yeah.
What else? What else we got? Yeah, that's really it, Carlos. Airlines are green today. They were a little disappointing, weren't they? Like this earnings season, they didn't really give us opportunities like I would have hoped. Most of their moves happened after hours. You can see some gaps and stuff. I know that we typically take a look at the airlines because they used to give us some good trading opportunity. Admittedly, it was, I mean, during the pandemic is when I got to love the airlines because they were just moving, usually lower, but they were consistently giving trading opportunities. Yeah, but not in the last couple.
Even before the pandemic, too, if you remember, CCL and American Airlines were always had something going on, right? So, but yeah, not as much, especially not this earnings season.
Much these days, yeah.
Yep. All right, let's take a look at what you guys like, friends. We got a couple of minutes here. Could be the reason why Intel is not working out here. Where's the leather jacket, man? What is this? The CEO, you cannot wear this anymore. You got to have a leather jacket. You got to get with the times. And this is not like a picture from 10 years ago. This is like 2023. No, man, that's not gonna cut it. That's
keeping
not
up with
gonna
the
cut
times,
it.
eh? Not looking cool enough.
No, either take the jacket off, put a leather suit, but this is just not gonna work.
A leather suit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just not gonna work.
Like Eddie Murphy leather suit, like
Eddie Murphy, Michael Jackson, you name it, but do something. This looks too 80-ish. That's not gonna work. All right, that's our prediction there. But yeah, friends, let's take a look what you guys like this morning. We'll start here in our YouTube chat. Let's take a look. AMD into old school. I mean, old school is okay, but you gotta adapt quickly. You can't be like Blockbuster and think that everybody's gonna always gonna come to the store and walk the wall for the new releases, right? Gotta adapt. By the time they try to do the streaming, it's too late. Netflix took over, so you gotta move quickly on that. Right. Let's see here. Tesla. No, we did not. You did not miss Tesla because we did not talk about it. So let's take a quick look at it. Tesla right now. Yeah, it's not doing a whole lot actually. Oh, you did? I'm sorry, I missed it. I was reading. I was looking at this guy's non-leather vest here suit.
You're like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So
Was that Raw or I can't remember which one? He had a
oh,
different
Raw
suit.
is
One was
so
red,
good. Yeah,
and then the
Raw
purple
is
one
so
was
good,
Raw,
Peter.
and what was his other live?
Is
Anyways, very funny.
him? What's the other guy? Martin Lawrence. These guys were funny, man. I mean, today they upset half the world because
Hilarious.
everybody's so sensitive. But these guys were funny, man. Oh my god, so
Andrew
good,
Dice
so good.
Clay. Were you Andrew Dice
I
Clay
did
fan?
not see more from him. I did not see much from
He
him.
was-
I seen reels, but I didn't see like a whole skit from him. So no.
yeah.
But yeah, good times when people were a little bit tougher. All right, let's take a look here.
When people
What
were
else?
tougher.
Oh yeah, mentally,
Well, there's-
absolutely, Peter.
Then you're open a whole
Absolutely.
debate right there. That's,
Can you imagine Eddie Murphy trying to do a concert like this now? Just think about it. Try to do an Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy. Try to do an Eddie Murphy joke from any of those skits here, and you see what happens.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work, right? So that's just back in the days you could have this open conversation anywhere. Now it's like, oh my god, like take a chill pill. But it is what it is. All right, let's take a look
Just
here. Yeah,
cancel.
yeah, we'll get canceled immediately. All right, so all right, let's take a look here, man. What do we have? Tesla's good. I like that one. Let's take a look at what else we like, friends. Let's see here. Tesla is good. Intel, I added Intel, right? I do want to look. No, I did not, but I will. I think today, as Peter says, watch it for the open, and we'll see how it goes. So INTC is good. What else? What else? I think that's it. You guys don't have anything else? Let's take a look here. Pretty quiet this morning, huh? No, GI Joe canceled. The little jacket, good. What is that? COUR, big move. Let's take a look. COUR. Coursera. I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like we are getting a pop of 27% here. 567,000 shares traded. I don't like the daily much. I'm not sure, Peter. I don't think we've ever seen this before. This
No, it doesn't look familiar.
Yeah.
Looks like they had earnings early this morning. I didn't actually. I looked through the earnings sheet. I didn't see anything I liked for earnings this morning. I mean, there's a whole lot of companies reporting, but nothing that I loved. Where I don't even see them on my earnings sheet, but apparently they're out there. Yeah, I don't know anything about them. Not likely to trade them.
Yeah, yep, 100%. All right, friends, it's a light pickings today. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna have. Oklo, Tesla, INTC. You mentioned AMD, so I am gonna add AMD to my list just because that could be a good one. I'll add Nvidia just to fill it in. I think that's gonna cut it, man. I think that'll be the list for today. The comments are making me laugh. You guys are great. Yeah. All right, Peter. Let's take it off to our chat room, see what we have going on for this Friday. Right over here. If I could find the website. I got too many-
Coursera. Oh, look at that. Now I get it. Okay.
What is it?
Somebody in the room was just saying, "Oh, this is like it's an online learning portal." So, and it is in the education and training services, but I just get the name Coursera. Is this like a Taylor Swift? This is their course era. If you're taking courses, is that the reference, or do they predate? Anyways,
God.
I don't know.
Passes me. I don't know.
Course.
Not sure.
It's an online learning platform. Okay, they've
Yeah.
been around for a while. All right, so I mean, obviously Taylor wasn't the first one to have an era. It was a well-known thing. She just made it cool.
Yes, dude. Then and I was looking up her numbers the other day because everybody stopped talking about her now. So she's kind of quiet.
Yeah, well, the
And
tour's
her-
over, so
the
Yes.
numbers are ridiculous of what she made, and the ink, it's just insane. Never seen anything like it. Um, People are still going off with the comedy stuff. You know what? Even rated R movies, Peter, are not the same. Have you noticed that? I
I,
love movies. You watch a
yeah.
rated R movie now and a rated R movie from like the 1980s. That rated R movie you should definitely don't want to see with like even your 15-year-old kid. Now a rated R movie, it's like there's it's more censor, a lot more censor than what it was before. At least I see a change. I don't know about you guys. All right,
Hmm.
let's head over. Yeah,
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? You're saying it's a bad
I
thing?
don't I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just you just kind of see the shift. Whether it's good or bad, I have no idea. You know. One more last one. Even shows. Man, I love Martin Lawrence. Man, he had that show. Martin Lawrence. We know whatever. I have some reruns of that show. Oh man, the comments on there are so bad compared to like I won't let my kids watch now. Like okay, they can't watch that stuff, right? But that was on regular TV with no problem. So yes, it's definitely changed. I think so.
Hmm. Well, there's no question it's changed. It's good or bad. It's what happens. Society
Yep.
evolves. All right,
Yep.
guys, it's Friday, like Carlos was mentioning, and so we finally got the day right. So that you can't move ahead because then you'd think it was Saturday. So it is finally Friday. It is the last day of the week. The only thing we got going on today for classes and activity is the boot camp prep meeting. That happens at noon for anybody that's registered for the next boot camp, which is coming up faster than you might think. Well, we're coming to the end of the current boot camp. In fact, we're just a week away from the end of the current camp, and the next one is going to start in September. So, in time for your fall learning, if you're interested in accelerating your journey, you might want to check it out. The Peak Capital Bootcamp is a great way to just dive right in and really focus on trading and improving your trading, your psychology, and your strategies over a 3-month period. If you're interested in that, go to peakcapitaltrading.com and get the information. But we've got this bootcamp prep meeting to get you ready, so because there's work you can do beforehand. Get yourself ready for it. Understand what the camp's going to bring you, and make sure that you start it, sort of hit the ground running, so to speak, and are fully prepared. So that's at noon. The location information, if you're already registered, it's been sent to you. You really just have to go to peakcapitaltrading.com, go to the dashboard, and then you can join the meeting link that's in there. All right. So go to the website. You can find the information on the boot camp. And if you got any questions, we're all here for you. You can just let us know. We're happy to answer them. So if you want to join us at Bearable Traders, where we run this active chat room every single day, and of course do live trading with you, this is the place. Go to bearabletraders.com and you can get any one of our membership options from the intro right through to the Elite Annual. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you in the chat room sometime soon. So, all right, Ebenezer, what's your question? Forgotten how to keep duplicated charts from disappearing after moving them. Oh,
Mm.
disappearing after moving them. Yeah, they're probably going to the back of if they're not. Yeah, if they're independent windows, if you've popped them out, it's probably going behind your main window. So you'd have to find them and pull them forward manually. I don't know if there's a way to like anchor them, but you can create a MIDI. If you find the chart, right click on it, make it a was it MIDI child? Anyways, make it embed it back into the main. That should anchor it, but someone else could probably help you out there better. MDI child. That's what the setting is. Anyways, that should anchor it. Okay, Carlos, we got 10 minutes to the open. We still have a couple things to do here.
Yeah, let's do some levels, friends. I moved down Nvidia and put up POTR. I think POTR. I don't want to miss it, man. It's been trading so well. Let's do some levels here, friends. These would be pretty easy. Oklo, you don't have a lot to do on here. Highs and lows of the last 2 trading days got you covered. I am going to mark down just the low of the pre-market. That's all you really need. The rest is set for you. Pretty straightforward. Great day yesterday. Sitting all-time high, so not a whole lot to do there. Keep it nice and simple. Let's take a look at Tesla here. Another one that's stuck between the highs and lows from yesterday. So I'm just going to mark down the high of the pre-market at 308. 94, the low at 301.71. And once you do that, you're pretty much set. I don't think you need to do anything else in Tesla. We'll see where it goes. We'd love to see it move up here if we can. But again, I think this will be in play today. Great volume already in the pre-market of 4.1 million. So we'll see where this goes. Next is Intel. Let's see what Intel has for us today. Intel should really be a secondary. I don't have a lot that I like, so I just threw it on there. But I wouldn't have this stock on my list if there was other things that are better to look at. But I will today. 21, that doesn't match up. I don't know why that says that. But the high of the pre-market I have is 21.66. Let me know if you guys see something different. I don't know why it's showing 20.85 on the montage, 20.56 to the downside. I don't know why that does that. You see that? Why does that happen? I don't know. It's just interesting stuff. All right. And I know it's not just me because sometimes you guys see the same thing, right? So you see it 20.85. I guess it's just data. All right, let's go to AMD.
Yeah, I see the same thing, and it clearly has
that.
prices well above that.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Doesn't make
Anyways.
sense. I might even move that to a secondary now. Let's see what happens. AMD 164. Same thing with AMD. No. AMD looks good. AMD is 164 here, 69. That does match. And the bottom is 163.85, and that it looks good. AMD, it's not all-time highs, right? We're very close. Actually, we're not close. No, these guys went to 200. I don't remember that. I do not remember that 227.
Briefly. Look how briefly it was.
Wow. Yeah, no, it was like a day. But yes, still, I thought it was much lower than that. But right now, towards the top on AMD, we do have 167.16. We also have 169.08. And then towards the bottom, highs and lows for the last two trading days. Got you pretty much covered on AMD. So again, looking forward to this one. I did move NVIDIA down. Again, I moved the PLTR, which is next on the top of the list. I really like the way the stock trades. I'm telling you, it's become one of my favorite stocks. We're sitting here. Just want to confirm, did we get past that all-time high pop? I believe we are. Okay, yeah, all-time highs here on the PLTR. Looking very, very nice. So above this, you don't have anything else. You do have the highs from the last two trading days there. The low of the pre-market at 153.98. Once you do that, you're set. I mean, this is it. There's all the levels you have here that you want to have down and marked. So that is PLTR. Really like this one this morning already. Was red in the green now. Let's see where it goes from here. So Peter, what is our team watch? I see Brian's got his list ready to go, and the rest of the moderators.
I just noticed that I was just looking. It looks like our likes are very low this morning. I guess
it's Friday. People don't
little,
hit the like. No, it's not you, Peter.
My,
You're no.
The little
it's not
cameo
you.
didn't hit.
No. Your cameo was awesome. We got a lot of good comments. It's Friday. People don't hit the like on Friday. I don't know what it is, but if you look at the numbers, our Friday numbers like they just fall off a cliff.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Be nice on
so
a Friday.
bad. So
hey, I wore a muscle shirt for you. Come on.
Yeah.
Where do you want?
People are angry about this sensitive comment. Hey, I didn't say everybody was sensitive. I mean, if you feel sensitive, you're sensitive. If you don't, you don't. I'm saying you were. I'm just saying it seems that way. Listen, if the shoe fits, wear it. If it doesn't, don't wear it. I mean, it's just simple. I mean, even that right there might offend somebody, Peter. Yeah, we're going off the rails today. We're going to get the lowest like ever. But no, friends, really, it's it's never about you. It's just what we see that seems to be that way.
All
yeah.
Right. All right,
it's not you, it's me.
As you asked, let me let you know what our moderators are watching. Lenny's in with his list, watching Google, AMD, NVIDIA, Tesla, and Intel. Once again, very heavy on the semiconductors. Jared's going to be watching Tesla, Google, DEC, and Intel. Thor is going to be watching Mara and AMD. Nathan's watching all the Magnificent Seven stocks and AMD. Brendan's going to be trading with PCT today, so over there in the boot camp. And he's going to be looking at AMD, Tesla, Intel, and NVIDIA. Eamon is looking at both AMD and PLTR for some potential longs. Jared is looking or adding OKLO and PLTR to his list that I just mentioned. I've got my usual in Tesla, NVIDIA, and PLTR. I'm also going to be watching Intel, Oklo, DEC, and SBET. I'm always watching AMD, so I guess that should also be on the list. Oddly, for a Friday, I don't have any IPOs for you. We had a few yesterday. None really did all that well, but a few opened yesterday, none today, which is a little odd. Usually Friday's a good day for IPOs. Brian is going to be watching Tesla, PLTR, NVIDIA, and DEC, and Phil is watching CLSK, Apple, Oracle, and NVIDIA. So there you go. Carlos, as always, has his list at the bottom of the screen. So whatever you pick, trade smart. As we remind you every week, it's a Friday. Last thing you want to do is go into the weekend regretting what you did today and obsessing over it over the weekend. So just trade smart. Win or lose, it's better to trade to your strategy and know that, look, at least I followed my rules. They can't work every day, but better to have followed your rules and have had poor results than not follow your rules no matter what the result. So good luck, trade smart. Brian and Andrew, as always, I believe, are going to be live here in the chat room. Carlos and I, of course, continuing on YouTube. Brian and Andrew will be joining us a little bit later here live. Let's get this day going.
Yep, absolutely, friends. Question in chat. I didn't miss your question. I see it here about the ATR. We're going to try to answer that a little bit later, but I will answer you how that works. But let's just get our transition done here. I see Brian is on and ready to go. So good luck, Brian, training today. We'll leave you to it. And the rest of the chat. If I don't speak to you guys, happy Friday or happy weekend. All right, let's disconnect here and we'll let Brian. Oh, I got Brian really loud in my ear. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So yeah, Peter, do you want to explain? We could do that. Explain what is ATR, and I know there's I don't know if it doesn't include pre-market. Do you know, Peter?
No. Well, the problem with ATR is there's a lot of ways to measure it these days. So it stands for average true range. And it is basically it's the range in which a stock will move on average. And it's measured over a period of time. The standard measurement would be, I believe, if I got this right, it would be during market hours only and over the previous 5 trading days. So that would be your traditional ATR. But that being said, like so many measures now, you can measure it however you want. You can include pre-market, you can measure it over larger or shorter time periods. So you got to be careful about what ATR number you're looking at. People like to use it to understand how far is a stock likely to move, right, today. So they can measure, hey, if I'm entering this, how much farther is it likely to go? I don't actively use it because my theory that I operate off here is if we're looking at stocks that are in play, I am expecting them to move more than their ATR. So it's not a relevant number for me because I'm expecting them to be, in play more than average, meaning that they're going to move farther than average. So I understand why it's popular and why people like it, but it's not something I really worry about, to be honest. So.
Yeah. All right, very good, very good. I got my 1 minute, my 5 minute, and we are set, friends. Less than a minute and a half to the market open. And
actually, gotta get my platform going here.
Yeah, let me get my list here ready.
Oh, there's my alarm. 1 minute, minute to win it here. All right. That was a game show, wasn't it? Or was it just a
minute to win it?
Game show. Yeah, was that actually the name of the show, or was that just the games within the show? Can't remember. Help me out.
I don't know.
MTC. All right. So, yeah, Intel. See, Intel's moved back up to VWAP. I don't love that. Well, we'll
I was looking at that. I was looking at that too. How's our secondary list? Deck. SBET, PLD, NVIDIA. All right, friends, let's finish this. Let's finish this week strong. Some good trading. Following your rules, clean stuff. No MP madness. All right, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, here's the bell. Watching Intel, see what it's gonna do here at the open.
Oh, where's Peter? Let's bring Peter.
No.
There you are, Peter. All right. Gotcha
now.
I'm like, where's Peter? No. All right.
I'm here.
All right, let's see. Oh, PLTR, friends. PLTR. Strong, looking good right here. Again, as usual, I wait 3 minutes before I take any trades. If somehow there's like a rising devil type setup, which PLTR looks decent, but it's been a strong pre-market, so I don't know. Maybe I would take a trade like that, but You guys have really never seen me do that, right? So, but PLTR looks good for a possible short. Like a quick scalp back down if it gives you that rising devil type thing. So let's see. And actually not rising devil because the pre-market has been strong, so it doesn't have that rising devil setup, right? So, but this thing hitting all-time highs could be some profit taking. What are you eyeing, Peter? What do you like this morning?
I'm watching Intel. I actually have tried going short here. I'm a little worried I'm going to get stopped out on it, so it might not work. That's going to happen sometime. Yeah, I'm out. I got stopped out on that.
Wow, PLTR.
That's why I don't like Intel. Never seems to work for me.
Yeah, it's messy, man. I haven't had a lot of luck with Intel, to be honest. It shouldn't really be on the main list. I'm gonna switch that up. Dudes.
All right.
And ladies, PLTR. Okay. What?
I've taken an Intel short again. I got stopped out the first time. I'm in it short again, taking partials. Come on, Intel. This time, drop for me. I need all my money back.
No. All right, let's see. PLTR. I'm just looking at PLTR. I'm just looking at this strength. It's awesome, man. And you're short Intel.
Yeah.
Good job. That's gonna work.
I got stopped out on my first trade. Yeah, just took a partial at the low.
Looks like it's gonna work now.
Yeah. All right, so we're in it. It's working well.
Peter traded before me. Oh, okay.
Here we go. Show it on the screen here. Here's the Intel
I'll bring it up
in case you're looking at it. So you can see the first one where I got in, I added to it actually as it popped up, and then I had to stop out as it headed towards 21. And I got in short again. And here is where I sit. So
awesome.
See what happens. Come on, Intel.
I'm a bad influencer on Peter. No, hey, if that's the bad influence I want to give to Peter, where he makes money in the market open, yeah, absolutely. yes. PLTR is so strong, friends. This 5-minute candle we're getting here, I just don't see a play. AMD, Intel's doing some stuff. Tesla. Oh no. I don't see anything that's setting up nicely for a 5-minute ORB. SBET, no, that's not ideal. Nvidia, yeah, I don't see anything. If you guys see something great, let me know. But PLTR is just crushing it here. Wow, that is beautiful. Amy was looking at PLTR too. It says PLTR was amazing but too quick. I agree. Moved too fast. Didn't really give people an opportunity. AMD. I see you guys calling out AMD. Oh yeah. Let's wait for it to
a little bit
to close the 5-minute range and see if we get a pullback to VWAP. This could be nice. AMD is starting to trade very, very clean, Peter. It's back to its like old type trading days where we used to watch it almost every time here. So yeah, gotta wait for the pullback, Steven, on it. I agree. So here's a 5-minute range that closed. Let's see how the pullback looks. I like the 5-minute charts too. Oh, that looks nice. All right, I'm gonna go long here, guys. This looks very, very good. Let's see. We got nice pullback there. Long for the 5-minute ORB. The 5-minute ORB also looks good. I like to see this buying pressure. See if it has a strength though. You gotta have a lot of strength to get through this messy area here. That's what the resistance is. Even in the pre-market, you saw a lot of resistance there. So I'm ready to bail on it if it doesn't push quickly through here. Because if it doesn't, the likelihood is you're going to go below the VWAP. So we need to see this happen quickly if we can. See Thor trading live with Brian. Sweet.
Yep, Thor jumped in there. I did message Andrew, who I haven't heard from this morning. As he likes to joke, his Chinese bed won't let go of him.
Yeah, he definitely wants to move out of that time zone, but you know he loves Vancouver. I can't see him living in Toronto. I don't know what Toronto. I mean, I've been only once. I can't see him living in Toronto.
No.
He's mentioning that
I
like
think you would hate Toronto.
yeah, I won't last long. All right, AMD failing. I don't like it. I'm gonna bail on it. We'll jump back in if we can get some kind of confirmation that we're up, but we'll get out here 40 cents down on it. Man, did I
I can't.
jump too early?
I can't even get a 40-cent move here on Intel. Let's come on, Intel.
That's the other thing. Yeah, that's the other thing with Intel. You get in and you gotta sit to get, anything on it. So yeah, it doesn't move. And if you don't get that move quickly, it could be tough.
Well, I'm sitting on it with my remaining shares. It's been now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes since I've taken a partial. Just waiting to see what it's going to do here.
Yeah, Intel could be so messy. PLTR. Oh,
I got a feeling it's
I
going
like
to
PLTR short. But I
stop
shouldn't
me out
short.
here.
Yeah. I shouldn't short. It's strong stock. And I'm so going against the grain, but and this is not a strategy. But this is going down. PLTR is going to go down. That's my thoughts on it. But I don't want to put my money where my mouth is. I don't want to trade without a strategy and be a bad example.
Right.
If I was in live with you guys, I would be short right now on PLTR. But I'm going to be a good host today. I might offend you with the sensitivity, but I'm going to be a good host as far as trading. I don't want to break my rules. Yeah, I'm not going to break my rules. Yeah. BT.
Come on, Intel. What is? Yeah. Why are you doing this, Intel?
Go the other way. Yeah, it's so messy. So messy. Yes, you guys are my accountability officers.
Partners. Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be a good $2 move. Let's just pretend we're sure at 158.25. Let's see where it goes. Let's see if this is actually gonna go 157. Would be great. All right. All right. So AMD did not work out. Intel, Tesla, Oklo doesn't really have a great volume. DEC losing it below the VWAP here. SBET, I'm just looking at my secondary list. I don't see anything that I love. Nvidia's on here. Nvidia was an interesting couple of minutes here.
Nvidia, yeah, choppy, a little bit.
Yep. Hood. Yeah. So the comment is, I think instinct makes a good part of trading as well. Yeah, it does. It does. Just gotta be careful with not having an instinct for almost everything, right? Like gut feeling trades. You just gotta be careful. Because I get a lot of those, and I if you take everyone you get, it can be, then it's hard to build that consistency, right? Because gut feeling is just what you think, and there's not a whole lot of rules and guidelines like you have like with a mountain pass, with a 5-minute RB. Like you have really hard guidelines that you're following. Gut feelings is very hard to measure, so you got to be careful.
I've got very strong opinions about, the term gut feelings, because, I think a gut
Mm-hmm.
feeling is really just, it's usually education and experience that you can, what am I trying to say, act upon without thinking. But the problem is,
Mm-hmm.
before you have that experience and that education, a gut feeling is just hopes and dreams. So oftentimes you think you've got a gut feeling about something, but it's not. Your brain's making up what you want to have happen, and you
Mm-hmm.
can mislead yourself. So you have to earn a gut feeling. It's
Yeah,
not
that's a
just,
good point.
like
You gotta
who's
earn
who's
the.
born a
Yeah.
natural stock trader? Like, why would that be a natural
Nobody.
skill at
Yeah.
all, right? Like, it's just
Nobody.
not.
Mm-hmm.
But over time, you can say, oh, you just have a gut feeling. Probably what you're doing is you're processing the data without consciously doing the analysis.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
new traders, basically, what I'm saying is, should absolutely never rely on gut feeling, because it's probably wrong.
Right. Right. Yep.
And
Yep.
we've
Yep.
seen that time and time again, right? But once you've got a
Mm-hmm.
lot of experience, it looks like people are trading on their gut feelings, or they don't have a very structured plan. Andrew's a great example of that, right? He looks like just sort of an intuitive trader. Well, I think that's just his experience, right? He knows what he's looking for so well that he can take it with confidence, every time.
I'm looking at Tesla for a 5 minute RB breakup. It is trying to bounce off the VWAP here. Let's see if it can. If this candle can close, I might like this for a 5 minute RB. Um, Careful with the share size, because this thing is like, you're gonna get $1 or two, get it very easily out of this. But I like the 5 minute setup. I would love to see this 1 minute close green. That would be nice if we could do that. Got a couple of seconds left. So I do like Tesla here for a move up. I'm just gonna wait for this candle to close to see what the next one brings, and hopefully it doesn't shoot up to like 313 while we do that. All right, so there it is. Let's see if are we gonna have any strength here.
Ben, you're saying there are more mysterious powers at work when it comes to gut feelings. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, I would agree that there are things that we don't fully understand, but mysterious powers, if you're talking about like, psychic type powers, then personally I don't believe that. I think it's just, you know, it's just our ability to assess the things. But in any event, that's a whole philosophical debate we can have someday.
So you don't mind walking under umbrellas and ladders, or indoors? What is it? Umbrella indoors and walking under ladders?
Yeah, and walking under ladders when a black cat crosses your path. And,
yeah, all this
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what? Sometimes superstitions are deep, right? But they are just superstitions. They're not based in any fact. So.
Oh, here it is, collapse. All right,
I mean,
no good.
I'll admit, it's one of those. It's hard for me to assess, if I'm totally honest, Carlos. If I saw a ladder, I probably wouldn't walk under it. My argument would be, well, that's just not safe. Like, I have a better chance of something falling on me, which could be where the superstition comes from.
Right.
Walk under a ladder, something could fall on you. Why?
Yeah.
Like, just don't do it. That's not smart. But, or am I superstitious about bad luck? Tough to tell.
Right.
If I broke a mirror, I mean, I've broken mirrors before.
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
broken
know that
plenty
it's brought me
mirrors.
7 years.
Yeah.
7 years of bad luck. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
PTR
anyway.
did give us $1 move, but then it recovered. But yeah, that would have been a good instinct on the short there for a quick drop. But it's coming back, and I just hope we're not having. I just don't give us a choppy day market, please. 'Cause I'm looking at things now, Peter, and everything just seems to be going sideways a little bit here. What was that? Oklo. Price action is so bad in Oklo. There's just no volume. See that, the way it's moving? You guys see that? It's just like the line moves and then the body appears. That's no bueno. That must be a wide spread. It's just a light volume is causing some of that. Yeah. No. Okay, PTR did his pullback. Do we trust it long? It could be a ABCD pattern.
Come on.
5 minute RB.
Come on. Here you go.
You know? Are you in something,
Finally,
Peter? What are you in?
Yeah, I'm still in Intel.
You still in? Oh, you survived?
It's
Oh, you
it's
did.
finally getting back to the low of day. Yeah, I
My
survived.
man. Yes, you
Still
survived the
hanging in there.
pullback. Yep, yep. Good, good.
Got my chart there if you want to see
We
it. But
gotta.
I'm just
Yeah,
waiting.
I do.
I'd like to get down to 2050.
It's got to break this 2055, which is pre-market low. Just got to break that there.
There we go. 53, 54 now. Do I be stubborn for a couple of pennies or do I just take a partial? I'm
Nah, this.
thinking
Yeah, I
that.
think you wait, man. This thing is moved so slow. You just gotta wait, man. Oh, there it is. You're getting something. Look at the ask. The ask here is looking. I'm sorry. The bid's looking
I
nice.
know.
Bids are huge, man.
The bid, but it's been super
Wow.
heavy all morning and it's still been popping up.
Yeah, but
So
it's very unbalanced now, though, right? I mean, let's no, you're going down, baby. Come on, let's
I'm
go.
still taking a partial.
Oh, that sounds like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this is. Let's see. Oh, it disappeared. Oh, there it is. It's 2050, guy or girl, right? Guy or girl, we don't know. Or
Yeah.
robot, or robot. It's three things that could be.
Yeah.
It's here. They just keep coming back. Um. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do it for the Porsche bill. No, listen, the Porsche. Peter's just gonna have to buy a new
Yeah.
one. Just just go buy another one. You're not getting this one back. T-Man, I do not offend the robots at all. I say please and thank you when I ask ChatGPT, Alexa, Siri, who else is in whatever. I ask please and I say thank you, and I'm probably costing the company tons of money by doing that. But when they come take over the world, hopefully they'll put me in a one of the nicer cages, right? Me and Peter are gonna be like in the nice big comfortable cages, right, with TV and everything, all streaming hours of Seinfeld and raw and delirious comedies. That's the plan. A trading cage. All right, Peter, you're still in, right? Hopefully this is gonna collapse here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did a little pullback, and hopefully we get the drop. Hey, PLTR, AMD back above the VWAP. I don't want to overtrade. I have a good week. I want to take quality trades. I want to put on risk, but I want to take quality trades, right? Just to finish off the week good. But
Yep.
I'm not seeing anything. So yes, we had a great week. I want to step on the gas, but I want to do it with quality trades. I really don't want to take so trades. AMD was a great trade, but didn't push higher. Intel, no good. PLTR, man, to the moon. PLTR.
The LTR bounced and then took off here. Okay, well, let's see what else we got. That's interesting.
Yeah, Harmon, that's tough. Paris 24K gold. Carlos, remember the AI movie with the little boy and the teddy bear? No. Well, what
Little boy and the teddy bear.
AI movie with the little boy and the teddy bear? Do not remember that one. I have to look that up. Georgie, awesome. Yeah. Glad you had a great week. Sweet. One and done in POTR. Trey FTW. Beautiful, man. Yeah, POTR for the win today.
Google and Meta are moving up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Got there. This is Apple. Doesn't look great. Microsoft bouncing.
I also have like I told you, Peter, I have a guy coming too, so I don't want to be stuck in a trade when he gets here. POTR earnings coming soon. A4 looks like people are expecting another good earnings. Yeah, but POTR is they're doing their thing. I'm trying to look for something. To trade. I'm glad they didn't take Tesla long. Didn't give us our setup, so we didn't touch it. Deck is falling off. Aspet. Peter's watching paint dry over there.
No kidding.
So,
so I'm glad it never actually hit 2050. I'm glad I didn't wait for it. Took that partial.
yeah.
It's like you said, there's tons of orders sitting here. There's like I see like 500,000 shares sitting at 2050,
Yeah.
waiting to be plucked, but it doesn't seem to care. It's bouncing ahead of that.
Yeah, it's
So the level 2, shows it's very heavy to the bid side, but I've been, watching it now for a good, since the open here, the last 20 minutes, and it's been heavy all morning, and it hasn't stopped it from, sort of staying here, staying in this range. I mean, it is down 9%. I still think the news is pretty bad. I do think, looking at the daily chart, we've got room for this to go down to $20. But looks like it's going to be a slow grind to get there if it does.
I see the movie you guys are talking about. I looked it up. You know what? I saw the trailer. I remember the trailer from this movie, and I'm like, oh, Steven Spielberg, this could be good. And it's just, I saw the trailer and never really caught my attention. I never saw it. But yeah, I do remember seeing the trailer for this. Was it good? Was it a good movie? Was it good? Okay. All right. I mean, it's Steven Spielberg, so I expect nothing but the best. But he has fallen over a couple of times. Not always how you think something's gonna come out comes out.
What?
AMD, PLTR. What happened, Peter? What did you miss or not miss?
It's just
AMD.
sometimes people have brilliant inventions that just seem goofy because they're unfamiliar, but they're so logical. Like you look at that, you're like, that looks dumb, but it makes so much sense. I just had this thing advertised to me. It's a rain jacket that has inside pockets where legs, like leggings, roll out that are waterproof, and then it just rolls out of the pockets, and then you can slip your legs into it, and then you're completely waterproofed. Like, basically, it's got pants built in, but individual legs built into either side of the coat. I'm like, it looks dumb on the setup. Once they're all set up in it, it looks okay, but I'm just thinking that we're just not used to, it's an unfamiliar technology sort of thing. Anyways.
Yeah.
It's like, I read a book once where they talked about, in the book, they had a whole different concept for hard hats. So instead of hard hats, they had this thing that rested on your shoulders that had basically a shelf that went above your head. And they said, why? So if you do get hit in the head, well, your neck will take all the weight. Well, that's not smart, right? Because then you hurt your neck. You might as well have your shoulders, which are much more, structurally stronger as part of your frame, take the weight if something actually falls on your head. And you think about it, I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. But picture wearing something on your shoulders with this like platform over your head. You're thinking that looks dumb.
Work.
It just feels like it looks dumb, but it's not what we're used to.
Yeah.
Well, technology.
Yeah, because with a hard hat, you could still get knocked out. I mean, the head is still taking all that hit. You have something like that can help. It's just the mobility. How you're going to be, imagine you trying to work with this triangle tripod on your head. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. It's interesting. All right, here we go, Intel. Drop for Peter. There's that guy or girl again. 2050. 320. Oh, there we go. Come on, just break
supporting
lower.
it. We're right at 2050. Those orders, I notice, are gone now. So, do I take more off here, or do I?
You waited for so long. I think you should.
How much lower can it go?
Oh, well, actually, you know what? Let's look at the charts. What's the next level?
It feels like it's around 2015.
There's one like 2032. Again, the daily's not great, so you're not gonna find 2032. 2032 for
Why?
the stock sounds so far.
This is like a penny at a time. This thing.
Yeah,
is moving.
that
This is
sounds
painful.
so far. You might have to wait all day for 2032. Yeah, Nvidia and AMD, they took off. I've been watching them. They just took off on me, especially in the AMD, because I would have taken that one again. And they just to the moon. So, unreal. Yeah, see Nvidia here breaking to the previous day close. I wasn't really focused on Nvidia though. I was focused on AMD, and this just took off. So can't really run through that right now. Can't chase it at this point. But yeah, Nvidia is beautiful. Beautiful breakout as the semis are doing their thing. Tesla's also coming up. Man, this market is awesome. We're gonna end strong today. Oklo on my list, not doing all that.
Yeah.
Intel's giving Peter a penny at a time.
Yeah. Mehdi, Amani, I see you're saying we missed some of your comments. Apologies for that. It's hard to stay on top of them, especially as we're
so many.
looking at the markets and trading. So,
cause Peter, can you get a glimpse of the BBT channel for a day with $1 free trial? I don't think we have that anymore. We used to have something like that for like a day or so, but for 19 you get it for the whole week, the entire week, plus a couple of educational videos. I mean, it's a great deal. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. And today we have our good buddy Thor in chat with Brian. So they're doing their thing. There's Thor and Brian trading live. So yeah, try it out, man. For less than two Starbucks cup of coffee, you can have access to the whole week. So we'll get you the link out here soon. Yeah, I would check it out. Can I welcome Dakota to YouTube? Where's Dakota? And what's going on with Dakota? She's brand new to the channel. Or James, do you know Dakota? Do you know them? Ali's new. Welcome, Ali. Good to have you. First time trading. Awesome. That's your son. Oh, okay. Dakota, man. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. Dad and son trading. That is awesome. Welcome to the stream, my man. We're glad to have you. All right, so looking at Tesla. All right, guys, let's be on our best behavior. Let's not. We can't mess with James no more. His son is here. We gotta play nice. All right, welcome, Dakota. All right, let's take a look.
Or Carlos, should we make them look good? I mean, maybe that's really what we should be doing here. More
Yeah,
properly.
that's right. That's right. Very true.
What an awesome guy, you know. Whose son is it this year?
James.
Oh, James! How could I not know? James is so awesome. James is like the most awesomest person in the world. So love James.
Yeah.
And hi, Dakota. Saying hi to you from YouTube. All right, I'm still sitting here in Intel, as you guys can see. Well, I don't know. Anyways, as it's on my chart, it's finally maybe going lower. I don't know. I'm just hanging out here. Slowly.
Oh man, AMD. There it is, Peter. Another new low for you. 2046.
Yeah. Woohoo. Another 4 cents. I didn't
AMD.
realize. Sometimes you don't
Man,
realize. I when you
yeah,
enter at 9:31 that you're gonna be, hanging out here all day.
yeah. Someone sent Andy to shower so we can make Intel work. Yeah, agreed. Where is man? I don't see anything, guys. If you guys see something, let me know. I don't see anything that I like at the moment. I am about to put on the leather jacket, see if I can get something going. But it's yeah, it's pretty bad right now. Thoughts about Nvidia now? I mean, you want to see maybe an ABCD pattern type pullback to rejoin for the break of the high, right? So, but for me, that's not a strategy that I'm really good at. So, but right now you got a couple of candles in green, right? Higher highs, higher lows in this 5 minute here. So, eventually you got to get some kind of pullback. And the 1 minute you did get a little something here. And I know there's some people that would join here long. I can pull myself to do that, Peter. Like join here long. I don't know why. It's just not something I'm comfortable doing. And this can go to
Yeah,
like
I hear you.
175. Uh, Andrew, Paris, they'll do this all day. I don't know.
Yep.
So it could be too that I haven't, since I don't do it a lot, I don't have the confidence to actually go in here and and see it work out because I haven't done it. So it's something where you guys start doing it, but then it's like, okay, I got my strategy. Why do I want to mess around when I got something that works? So many things, man, to consider. But even now, 174.30, you got at least 30 cents, you know? So,
Oh, look at that. Maybe I took a partial at a good spot. We'll see.
Intel, let's take a look. Oh, man, yeah, it's good. I mean, hopefully it goes lower, but that's good. That's a
Yeah, I hope
good
so.
partial, yeah.
Just waiting.
AMD, oh, love it.
Wow, look at
What a
SBET has
play.
been down all morning.
Oh, yeah, it's another one that's been
We
just
talked about
lower and
SBET.
lower.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, what's some of the other things people were watching?
Yeah.
Deck and XTC. No, doesn't look interesting. Ooh, that looks horrible. H2. The heck? Why is my thing not changing? Huh, that's weird. My montage window is not changing.
Hmm.
It's weird. Okay. Anyways, um,
Wow, friends, this is slower than I expected. Uh, for me, trading some stocks have been awesome, like a Tesla, like an AMD, like a PLTR, and
yeah.
even Intel. Even Intel. I mean, it's painful, slow and steady, but it's moving, Peter. I mean, you're down 30. What you're down from your entry quite a
Yeah.
bit. That's good. So
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, this is like a 40 cent, 50 cent move, I guess is what I got. So it's not the massive move I was hoping for. But Oh well. Beggars can't be choosers, right? Hey, green is green. So,
Yep.
and heck, normally I'm not even in a trade by now, so I guess I really have nothing to complain about.
Yeah, no, it's good. Wow, POTR. Just awesome, man. Let's try that. Not POTR,
It went up
AMD,
a
AMD.
bit. Oh, AMD, yeah.
AMD,
AMD's
yeah.
had a good move higher here. And so is Nvidia,
Yeah,
actually.
they,
Why
they
a
both
little
just took
chop.
off.
Both of them were
Um,
choppy at the open, but yeah, they got
mm-hmm.
themselves going about 15 minutes into the market here. And
Yep. Check out core. Let's look at core. Um, uh, yeah, it looks like it had a nice candle. Minute 5, second minute 5 candle there looks great. Maybe it could go higher. I don't like this ticker. Uh, as far as the price section, the volume seems very low right now. Tesla 314 almost 313. No, that's my AC, man. I think it's supposed to, we're getting some kind of heat wave today, so my AC is on like max, man.
guys,
Yeah.
I think I have a visitor, guys. I have some
Oh, let's
visitors.
see.
Ready, get ready, get ready for the door to bust open. I hear him.
Yeah, it's coming
I
up.
hear him. Yeah, he's out there. He's
He's
saying
making
hi to
his
everybody
way.
else. Yeah, he'll find me.
He knows exactly where you are, right?
Yeah, he usually does. He usually finds me. He'll hear me soon enough and come looking for me, I think. Where is he?
If you guys are
Johns?
wondering who it is, it's the Nvidia CEO. He's about to walk in and say hello to Peter and check
Yeah.
how he's trading.
Yeah, that's right. I want the intel. See, I need him to move the company in the right direction here. Yeah. Oh, apparently he's not coming to visit me. All right, fine. Be that way. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. There you are. Hi. 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 How are you? How are you? I know. I'm excited to see you too. Hi. 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 I know. I know. It's very exciting. Hi. Yeah.
He's asking why are you trading. How's the trading going? Why are you trading Intel? It doesn't move. Oh man,
There you
it's
go.
awesome. It's awesome.
I heard my daughter out there, and then first, I probably should say hi to her as well. It's like having grandkids, like you say hi to the grandkids, and you're like, oh, yeah, hello, daughter.
Yeah, yeah. I get that
All right.
100%.
I, I'm still sitting in this Intel trade. I'll just be right back in a minute.
Yep, go for me. All right, friends. Nothing for me just yet. Nothing for me to join, friends. This has been such a. How did you guys do? What did you guys do? Maybe I can get more exciting for what you guys traded this morning. So far, and again, it's only been 49 minutes, right? I mean, 39 minutes in, so we got plenty of time. But what did you guys trade today, and how's your trading going? Tesla, yeah, Tesla was great. Google, AMD, of course. Joe, you took Intel with Peter, very nice. AMD volume on the 3 minute, beautiful. You traded Nvidia, one and done. My positions are chopping. AMD, yeah, yeah, it depends what you're trading, right? AMD. RBLX, Roblox. I like Roblox. Gotta look this one up. I like Roblox. Yeah, slow and steady move up here. Not huge volume, but got the job done. Right, Roblox at 121. Yes, right. What a company. Wow, that is. This thing was just at last time I remember trading this was around $50. and Roblox managed to get to 121. Since April, it's just been crushing it. Wow. That is awesome. Gaming companies just destroying it here. So that is amazing. That is amazing. All right. Very well, very well. Okay, what else? So we looked at Tesla, but TSLL. Aaron, it's the same thing, really. It's, I could see why Andrew and some other people trade this one, but it's the exact same thing. I see as long as you manage your risk, you're fine. You can. Hold on a second. TSLL. They're both going to trade the same. Some people prefer TSLL, but you could do either one. You could really do either one. It doesn't really matter. This one you could take more shares, right? Depending on better share management, I guess. But I don't mind taking just a couple of 100 shares on the actual Tesla, and if you get $1 or $2, you're pretty good. So I don't know other benefits why you would trade TSLL, right? So I'm not sure. I know it's leverage. So if Tesla moves, this will move 1 or 2, right? Because it's leverage, I believe, right? Yeah, 2 times leverage. So, but I'm trading based on the risk amount, right? So if for example, whether it's leverage or not, I'm still gonna put my stop where I want to risk, let's say for easy math, $100 at. I want to risk $100 here on this account, and when I trade Tesla, I'm gonna risk $100 here. So it's still not going to make a huge difference when you're trading it like that. Now, if you're scalping it, it's a whole different story. That could be a big difference, right? Okay, you take a big chunk of shares, Tesla moves up 1, this moves 2. I could see that being a thing. But if I'm managing based on my risk amount, it doesn't really matter. With the price, do the same thing too, right? Like if you have different prices, whether I trade a high price stock or low price stock, if I'm managing based on risk amount and a risk per trade, it's not going to really affect you, right? Yes, in some cases, if you're trading a $3,000 stock and you only want to risk $100, you might only get 10 shares, right? Let's say the stock is like 3,000 something, right? So it all depends. It all depends. So I don't really see the big difference in that scenario, right? Because I'm risking just a set amount. Now, if you guys, there might be other benefits, but that's the only thing I see.
I'm back.
Yep. See you. Yeah, it's useful only if you don't have enough cash in the account. I don't think so, because Andrew loves trading TSLL and Nvidia, and I know he has enough in his account. I know he has enough. So I think I agree. That is one of the benefits, right? If you have a smaller account, you can trade Tesla by trading TSLL. That's a plus, a pro for sure. But not only if you have a small account, because I see Andrew trade Nvidia, NVLL, and TSLL all the time, right? And his account can clearly take the same amount of shares he takes here on like Nvidia or Tesla, right? So, yeah, it's different, I guess. Now, if you go to the point where you're taking such a huge amount, actually, like 50,000 shares, then yeah, this might be better buying power management, right? Like, I could see that,
Isn't it? It's leverage too, isn't it?
But it's leverage, right? Yeah, it's leverage too. Yep.
So in theory, it's moving twice as fast as the. Oh no, TSLL, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
my thing is
TSLL.
not updating. Why is it not updating?
TSLL.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's lots of reasons why you might want to trade it. I prefer to trade the product directly, but yeah, if capital
Me too,
preservation,
yeah.
maybe you want to, maybe you're one that takes multiple trades at the same time, and you don't want to put too much of your buying power in one spot.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's actually a couple of reasons. Well, the one thing for sure is no matter what your reason is for pros and cons of it, just make sure your risk management is on point. That's all that matters. Whether you're trading a high price stock, low price stock, even a low flow stock. The reason why we don't like low flow stock is because it's much harder to manage your risk, because it can drop on you $2-3 and you might not get filled. You might not get filled on your stop, and now you're sitting in a very ugly situation, right? So that's the issue with low flow stocks, that it can gap right through your stop, and what you think you were going to stop out at, it's not going to happen now, right? And you could take a big hit, and it might never come back to your break-even point. We've seen that happen over and over again. So just be careful. I've seen people actually, and this sucks, I've seen people trade, because they share. We talk with a lot of traders. They share their stories with us. They email us. We build these relationships. I've seen people trade a low flow stock. It went down to the point that it's just, I basically blew up. I'm just going to leave it and see if it comes back. Great. If it doesn't, I blow up my account, right? It'll come. They'll get the margin call, get everything closed out, right? And 2 seconds later, the stock is back up where they got in and even higher. So at some point, it's just the amount of risk, man, you're taking it's too high with these low flow stocks, right? So you just got to be careful, man. Gotta be careful. Yeah, whether leverage or not, high price, lower price, just make sure you're able to do the risk management. It's insane, man. It's insane, but that's the pump and dump for you. That's what happens with these low flow stocks.
It's happened more times than we know. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I mean, Thor and I used to joke all the time that we were going to write a book together called "Stopped Out to the Penny." So because how many times has it come to to your stop, you get stopped out, and then, like you said, it immediately goes in the other direction and does what you originally wanted it to do.
Yeah, so, that's a great title, man.
Yeah,
that's a great title. Stopped out to the penny.
Think it's a great. I still think it's a great title for a book. Yeah,
you guys should do it.
You guys should do it. Yeah, Stopped Out to the Penny. We had a couple of different formats. We were going to make it more a traditional trading book, or we thought we could make it like a coffee table picture book with just a whole bunch of pictures of trades that show your the stock chart and your
with
trade.
The story behind it. That'd be cool. With all the story, picture the page and the next page, the story behind it, like a little story of just that trade. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Some will make you laugh, and others will make you cry.
That's right.
It's just, oh man. I don't have a big low flow story where I lost money on, because but I had a lot of losses on them, but not like, oh my god, I blew up. I don't have that type of story with a low flow stock. I do have a story where I was trading a low flow. It went up so well, and I still has a partial of one of my biggest trades. And I had a very decent amount of shares left, and I'm like, should I hold it to the next day? Right? Should I hold it to the next day? And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I didn't hold it. Closed it all out right at 4:00. The next morning, this thing is up at 80, and I was just like, wow. The number of shares I had left, and again, we got in around $5, $3, and it just shot up to 15 that day. The next day ran out from there all the way to 80. I'm like, oh man, this could have been literally $50,000. That's how much I calculated. I remember telling my wife, this is around 50 grand. And again, depending how with the parts, maybe more or less. But it was wild. So that's my story on the other side. But again, I did the responsible thing. I closed the trade.
I honestly think, look, it depends on what your objectives are. If you're trading really short term, then you need to define your stop loss and stick to it. The other way to do it if you're trading longer term is you have to be prepared for it to go to zero, especially if you're trading a low float. If it goes to zero, am I going to be okay? Because that's the only way you're going to hold one of these things, Carlos, like you said, that's going from 3 to 30 or from $10 to $80 or whatever. You get in at $10, it might go down to $2 before the thing turns around. But anyways, that's not the type of trading I want to be doing, so I don't.
Yeah. So Sarah asking, why don't you put a hold on it? Why don't you hold on it and put a stop loss in place? Well, this is the thing. Stop losses are not going to work overnight. So you could wake up at 4 a.m. to see how your stock is looking, and it could be down at $1, right. And your stop is not going to work. So you are taking a risk, and it's, with a low flow, you can definitely expect that. Like Peter said, be ready for this thing to be down at 0. So that's why you can't hold overnight, even with a stop loss.
Really, this is not that fun of a trade. All right.
Yeah, this is not good. Everything is. We got great stuff, man. We got AMD doing some cool stuff. PLTR looks interesting. Might actually be looking to break out.
Now,
yeah.
On the other side, I usually say it's a good trade. I don't know if you've got my screen. I won't touch my screen, but it's always a good sign when your stop disappears off the page. See, can you see my stop right at the top there?
Yeah, that's good.
I haven't changed the chart, but I'm like, it's always good when your stop is so far away that it's not on the screen. But it's not so far, like it's still only 30 cents. 30 cents up.
30 cents. That's so far.
That shows, I know, it shows how tight the range is.
On Intel, that's like a mile, man. That's a mile long. That's 30 cents.
Yeah.
You're never getting there.
I hope not.
Not in this hour.
I'd love to, I'm happy to leave this and let it ride all day if it's going to go lower, but so far it's not doing anything interesting, really.
Yep. Friends over on YouTube, if you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to. Oh, we have 401. Oh, we're excellent. We're good. Well, hit if you like. Yeah, if you want to add it to it. But we are very happy with that for a Friday. That is awesome. So thank you guys for that. Really appreciate it. So awesome. You know what? And I'll hit it too, and we'll go to 402. There he goes. I hit it. Excellent. Looking great. PLTR. Is PLTR getting toppy? Are we shorting PLTR? You guys shorting PLTR? I'm not shorting it, but you guys shorting PLTR here? Is it getting toppy? Is the run done?
It's I mean, it does look like it's
ready to roll over,
here, but I don't. This is not my type of trade, right? When it's moving sideways for this long, frankly, it could just go either way. And to me, that's not a good risk to reward. That's not what I'm looking for anyways.
Yeah. See, a couple of people did get in short here. It does look like it's getting toppy to at least give you VWAP, I will think. I will think at least give you a VWAP. What happens here will be, will be interesting. But even then, that's a dollar move almost. So this could be very good. But yeah, it looks like buyers are tired. Last time we came to VWAP, we did bounce. We ran through a little bit, had a nice bounce, and broke the high. And we're coming towards it again. AMD V reversal here, back to VWAP. Looks like this was my trade. This would have been my trade, and I would have gotten back in. Here's our move, guys. Push, pull back, confirmation. Boom, right there. I wasn't watching. I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't watching this. That could have been really nice. All right, so a lot of people short PLTR. All right, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you here. Hopefully, you can get down below the VWAP. We need this candle to close red. I didn't close, barely close red. Let's see, new candle, new 1 minute. Makes a new low here below 159. You're gonna see a bunch of people join the party or bail the long side. It looks weak. I feel like joining this trade, friends. Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna join this trade short here. This is not my typical trade. Don't follow me in this at all. Don't follow me anytime, but definitely not in this one. But I like this short here. Let's see if we could break below the VS. So I'm short PLTR. We'll give it a couple of cents to the top. Let's see if we can get this. And I hear Brian. Don't short strong stock. I hear him saying that. He's like in the back of my head. I hear Brian saying, "Don't short a strong stock." Sorry, Brian. Oh man. Wow. Yeah, I see that guy's hood. Hood. Another one that's just taking off here.
What is hood?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, hood
Hood's another one. Which has so many great plays today, man. I traded pretty bad today. I am not in sync with what's going on with the market. I traded really. No, I'm not saying I traded. I barely traded. I had one trade. It's my second trade. I didn't. My monitoring, my scanning execution was bad. Was poor. My scanning was poor. There we go. Missed a lot of things I could probably have been in if I was watching them. So the scanning and monitoring today was not great. That could have been much better. So we'll short PLTR, and this probably will be my last trade because I got a contract. I was telling Peter I have a contractor coming in to level out the backyard, so they're gonna just tear up all the grass and everything and put it all nice and level. And we'll be a pain in the butt at first, but I think it'll be good for some future projects that we have. So in mind, let's see. Show yourself, bears. Yeah. Do you see reversal on SBET? Let's take a look. SBET here. I don't know. This looks highway to hell right now. This looks very red. I don't know. And the volume, we got a little bit of volume there. I don't know, to be honest. Peter, reversal on SBET. What will you look for here?
SBET? Well, I'd need to see a big volume spike at the low of day. That's what I'd be looking for to show me that maybe the selling is over and that some buyers might be interested in coming back in. I'd also love to see, sort of it bounce off that low and retest. That's my ideal, right? That's sort of an inverse mountain pass. That would be my big signal. It's very linear move down here, isn't it, for the most part?
Yeah,
So
it's red candle after red candle on the 5-minute at least too.
I'd really want to see a big volume spike. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a lot of confidence in it. Now, I added to my Intel trade. I'm hoping that it's going to hold below VWAP here and go lower, but I don't.
Nice,
I really
Peter.
don't
Look at you, man. Trading before
I don't know
me.
if it's going to
adding to his trade.
But
This
we'll
guy's
see.
like
If
the
it goes
Tom
back to
Cruise
low
of
day,
trading today, man. Love it.
Cruise of trading. I don't even know what that
Let's
means,
go.
but all right, I'll take it.
It doesn't matter. It just means good because whatever Tom it does is good. So
As proven this morning, I do all my own stunts. So.
there you go. There you go. That's true. Now, if you missed it, guys, go back to the market open. No, it's the start of this show, and you can see the Hulk Hogan skit that Peter did. That was awesome.
There you go.
That was
There you
awesome.
go. I did actually. It's funny because as I went out and said hi to my daughter, they were my other daughter and wife were mentioning it, and they did watch it. They went back and watched the beginning of the show, and
That's
my
awesome.
daughter said, "Well, that's something, all right." All right. Yes.
That's great.
It is something.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right,
see,
friends.
Intel's spiking up
PLTR.
against me here.
PLTR is also going against me here, so I'm gonna probably bail here. Here's the area of support, of resistance you're getting. So 159.82. That's 80 cents. I could give it 80 cents. It's not a problem. So 159, 89, 82. That area here is where you don't want to go in above that. But I don't know. If we just keep seeing higher highs, higher lows, that's where I start to get concerned. But 159.80 ish, I'll mark it here. Oh, you guys not seeing it? There you go. That is where my stop will be. Because this is clearly, if you go above this, you're not in good shape. All right, this is where your stop has to be. At least my stop is going to be. But yeah, don't short a strong stock. And this stock is strong. The stock is, the daily is just unreal on PLTR. Yep, see Andrew's up in the chat. He is getting ready to do some trades.
What's his excuse today? What happened?
His excuse is West Coast, man. West Coast. And that's a good excuse because, man, I tell you, I don't know how these people do waking up at. I mean, I wake up early. I wake up, I'm up at 5:30. My wife is up early too at 5, getting everything ready before the kids, have to do their thing. But it's different to wake up that early and do other things, right? To wake up that early to sit on a computer and actually trade and be mentally ready, I don't know, man. By the time I come here, I'm so awake and fired up. I don't even need coffee. I get it just because I get it, but I'm fired up, good to go.
Yeah.
But that's hard. So you West Coast traders, we have a lot of respect for you guys waking up that early in the morning.
Yeah, it's not easy.
No, it's Starlight. This is definitely not a mountain pass. It would have been more defined, definitely more defined, and I would have want to see. I mean, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're looking at this, and then kind of the down and up here, but I would want to see something like this. Well, Peter, I got the guy here that knows the strategy better than everybody else.
Yeah, no,
I'd like to see something
great.
more defined like this, right? This to me, I see it more of a sideways consolidation, which could be dangerous because from here you can go either up or down, right? You can go up or down. So you will love UK time. I don't know. UK time, I might already be like trying to get to the bar or something, or trying to go, have fun with the kids. What is UK time trading?
Yeah.
Market open.
Yeah, it's like 5 hours offset. So I mean, having, like, when I was in France, it was really awkward if you wanted to do anything over the course of the day. That's what I found, because it's middle of the day. Like the market open is suddenly 2:30 in the afternoon, and it's just, it cuts off the day. Oh, look at that! And I just got stopped out in Intel, so my ad did not work. And
because you add, yeah. So, man, that's nice little pop you're getting there.
Yeah. Well, not nice for me, but
well, yeah, not nice for you. Intel's getting a nice little pop. Yeah, not good for you. What else? So yeah, you can. So then somebody commented, I trade at the bar. He's like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I trade from the bar. I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. I'm sure there's a lot of trading happening when you're feeling good. But yeah. Asper, no, he's not. We went separate ways, man. You went that, we went this way. All good, all love. No issues. But he's got something going, we got something going. That's it. That's pretty much it, man. No drama, no issues. More rolling hills than mountain pass. Yeah, these agreed 100%. Distribution, yes, agree with that as well. Yeah, AMD's mountain passing. Let me take a look at AMD.
I mean, sort of. It's a very light mountain pass. So
Okay.
yeah, it did hit a high of day. It did have a little bit of volume. It's a little early in the day for that to happen. It did retest just a few minutes ago. I don't feel that there's a lot of energy in that move. So I don't really trust it for the drop, to be honest.
Yep.
I also don't like the fact that the market's been moving up over the last couple of minutes so strongly,
Yeah.
so and against the direction. So that's yeah, not ideal. Not ideal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
look, it's a Friday in the summer. You know, we've seen this innumerable times where it's just not. Sometimes you just don't get the energy in the stocks. That being said, we're only an hour in. If you
Yep.
guys are like me and you're, all day traders, then there's lots of market day left, lots of opportunity. But
Yeah. Uh, PLTR has added 30% to your 401k in the last 6 months. What? That's I mean, I get it, the daily, but man, that's great. That's a big chunk. Um, that's a big chunk. So
do you think these runs every day are oversaturated? Is this your booming?
hmm.
You mean? I'm not sure what you mean. Like the
I know
moves at the
exactly what he
open?
means. It's just the moves
Yeah.
overall in these markets, PLTR, AMD, Nvidia. Listen, man, after the pandemic, even before that, we've been getting just this like increase in volatility in the market. That when we started
Mm.
trading Peter back in 2017, 20, I think 2016, it
Yeah.
wasn't as volatile and as much volume as you're seeing now. And at first we thought, oh, this is just a thing. And then, well, no, that thing just stayed. Like that increase in volume, like maybe I want to say 3 years ago. I gotta Google this stuff. I'm gonna chat GPT. When did we get this spike and increase in volume? But we see this every day now. Every day, and not every stocks, but every day we're seeing these big moves from these big companies. It's awesome, and I think there's more retail traders involved. There's more people investing. There's more money in the market overall. So that kind of I think is helping. So, and after COVID, people had so much money. Like after COVID, people were home. They were not spending. They had so much money, and all they could do is well, not all they could do. There's a lot things you could do, but one of the things they could do was invest. And there was just a bunch of my friends saying, "Oh, you do stocks, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." Well, I got this much. I don't know what to do with it. I'm like, "Oh, throw it in here." So obviously safe stuff, long term stuff, because they're not active traders like we are. They're not looking at the market every single day, so it's different.
Right.
There's someone that's just wants to put money in and let it ride. Um, but yeah, there's a lot more money in the market, a lot more. So that definitely makes a difference, right? Um, so yeah, no question. But yeah, this is not just today. This is seems like every day, man. We're
All
getting
right,
these moves.
everybody.
Good morning, Andrew. How you doing today?
Hello, Andrew.
I am okay. I
Good.
unfortunately late to start.
Yes,
I
we saw
missed,
that.
yeah, yo, I'm sorry. And apparently I missed a lot of good moves. Um, so I just did one 920 trade on Tesla and it didn't really work. So I got back in there at 312.25. See if that Tesla can go for the break of high of the day. So you guys can see my screen. Carlos just shared that. So
Peter, Carlos, what have you traded
Good
this morning?
morning.
Hey, good morning.
Uh,
Good morning.
just one trade for me. I traded, well, actually, it ended up being two trades, but I traded Intel short off the open. Rising
nice.
Devil type pattern. I got stopped on the first one, but the last one I just got stopped out because I tried to add below VWAP and it spiked up above VWAP and I got stopped. So, but yeah, I was in it for the last hour,
Yeah,
Nice.
9:31 until now. So yeah, it was good.
yeah. And I'm right now in PLTR short, trying to see if this thing breaks down from the high. So we'll see if we can break lower here. And but yeah, not a very great day. I missed, even though I was here. Andrew, don't feel too bad. I missed a lot of good moves even being here. Like there was so much good stuff this morning, but I wasn't monitoring the right things. So
Yeah.
um, it happens. It happens.
Hood
It
was great.
happens.
Some people called her Hood. Robin Hood is gonna go to 105 again.
Yeah, I got a nice long on PLTR. Had to chase it a bit, but PLTR was strong right from the get-go. and
GDS Holdings,
and
I'm
then
buying at 37.
Thor and I did a really nice trade on Nvidia after it came back to the VWAP. It bounced off the VWAP um, around 1020.
1020. Oh, that
Just
one.
kept
Oh,
testing the
interesting.
VWAP. Sorry, that was 950. We got it popped above the VWAP and then came back, kept retesting it right around 950, and then it really took off. So
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, we were regretting. I know that Carlos had a lot of regret over missing sort of AMD and Nvidia trades as they were off of VWAP and bouncing there. So
well, the
there
VWAP
there
was a
were some.
really nice.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. I mean, this has not been an easy morning, I would say. So, there's been opportunity, but it's not like there's been an overabundance of opportunity.
Yeah, Hood was really nice. Hood was a really great one. I didn't miss
Yeah,
that one, but
some of uh some of our people in YouTube were mentioning that, and definitely a good opportunity if you caught it. AMD. Looks like AMD did move back to the 50 moving average, so that mountain pass like structure that you guys called out, I mean it would have worked, but yeah, it wasn't a high probability trade, so looks okay. We'll see if it actually goes lower or higher from here. Tough to tell what it's going to do. Intel was just yeah, Intel was not fun. Spent all morning and basically got myself between my trades barely over break even. Barely worth the time to get out of bed. Where'd Andrew go? Oh, his screen
well,
is still on. Disappeared on us. You get a view of the harbor. It looks like it's a little overcast today, Brian, out there.
yeah, right now it is. But we've had a pretty nice week weather-wise. Just
That's good.
super pleasant. Not too hot, not too cold.
That's super duper.
Super duper.
A little gray in Vancouver today, yes. So it appears.
So
Well, in
we
Vancouver,
are. I don't have MES. I don't think I can pull up the. I can't pull up the futures.
Mhm. All right, guys, let's see if Tesla can go back. I'm long in there. Average is 312.50. See if
Wow,
actually
good.
gets half the day. All right, come on, Tesla 314 and then R4. So I'm long Tesla, guys. You can see my screen. I hope that this goes here.
Well, it's going to go retest that 314 area, maybe on Tesla. Fairly green today.
Nice. Oh, there you go. Market all-time high. One more time.
Oh, big volume there, bar on Tesla push. Yep, there goes the SPY. SPY's right back at yesterday's high now. Qs are retesting yesterday's high. Looks like we're going to break out here.
There you go. So Pedro is asking, how did you go long Tesla? This is a strategy called 920, which you're buying and a pullback on 2-minute chart on the stocks that are moving up. So if you go to the education center, to the basic strategies, we have about 20 trade books. This is one of them. Actually, Brian was the person who really developed this. But the problem is high of the day is a little bit of a stretch on this. So I'm in the profit. So the question is, should I partial now or should I wait for the break of high of the day? I mean, again, time of the day is a little bit tricky. It's up 2.6%, but I'm not sure. I mean, R4 is very close. So let's see. SPY is making high. So that's a good sign. SPY is at all-time high, obviously. There you go. It's going. It's going. Let's see, 314. Put some order at maybe 314 on Tesla. I'm gonna put 1,000 share at 314. If I can get filled, that would be nice.
There is an order sitting there
And then
on the offer.
315.
Hood
Let's see.
just keeps going higher. Wow.
Thanks, Falcon, for the nice word.
For snow, it's not one I'm watching, but let's check it out. Since I'm not kind of done for the day.
Paris did a very nice webinar on Trading Terminal yesterday. I actually really enjoyed it. The recording would be available in Trading Terminal, so you can actually see that.
Snow has some orders to the upside, not a lot to the downside. CVD, so more buying than selling. Some big orders at 225 and 230, 235. Hood is wow. Hood just keeps going. Amazing. Hood was the best trader of the day, probably,
Yeah, it was amazing. Wow, look at that. Careful
and it
shorting these guys.
didn't really show signs that it was going to rip out the open, but Man, is it ever impressed?
Every time you say that, Andrew, I always feel you're talking to me. Careful shorting that, guys. Wait, what? You talking to me? What can I short?
Yeah, I mean,
Dude,
some of the biggest losses that I had was trying to usually go shorting these, like Yelp, remember? Yeah, shorting these very strong stocks because they just
Oh, I
continue
remember.
higher. All right, I got filled Tesla 314, guys. I have orders at 314.53 as well.
nice.
Hmm. Yeah, Brian, car was another one. Also back in I think November 2020, try to catch a reversal in Neo. So continuously, same thing when something is falling, selling off and you want to catch a reversal on it on the long side. So catching a knife, falling knife. So we got to be careful. There's just something because it's really up doesn't mean that it can go even higher. Yeah, remember Neo was good old times. I mean, Neo is got destroyed now. I think it's
Yeah.
trading under $5 now. This one was, yeah, it's $5.
Yeah.
This was like the back in, look at the chart. Neo on the weekly chart, look at that. From the pandemic, we were trading at
Wow.
$65. I made most of my money on Neo in life.
Yeah, that's an amazing chart.
Yeah. All right. So let's
Yeah,
see
they
if
were
Tesla
the
can go through 15. Did anyone took Tesla with me, guys? Nice. Okay, got filled, guys. 314.50. Let's see R3 at 315. I'm gonna put another 500 shares at 315 maybe, or 314.75 can be a little bit as well. Nice. Oh, you're back holding Melania and Neo?
oh no.
Credit to whoever called out that play on AMD. It's worked well. It's down at VWAP now, so definitely had the top
Yeah,
and
AMD's at
moved its way
VWAP,
up.
so is Nvidia. Nvidia's at VWAP as well here.
Did you guys see yesterday President Trump and Jay Powell? It was
Yeah.
so
I didn't actually see this is when they were touring the construction
building.
site. Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't actually see the video of it, but I
Oh my
understand
God, it's so
Powell
amazing.
was fact checking him.
Dude, the only thing that they didn't do is just to slap each other in the face. That's the only thing they didn't. It was
Oh
so
my.
funny. President said president wants to put pressure on Jay Powell, and he was saying that the building that they're building was supposed to be 2.7 billion. Now it's 3.2 billion. They're $500 million over budget. And Jay Powell said, no, that's not like true. And the president just had something ready. He brought a statement from Federal Reserve just in his pocket. There you go. And then Jay Powell said, well, that's for a building that it was 5 years ago finished. He said, no, this is no 5 years ago. It was so funny. Like, it was so funny. Like, the only thing that they did was punching each other in the face. It's,
Well,
it's
that would
all
have
over
been
Twitter.
entertaining.
Like, if you go to Twitter, it's all over the Twitter. All right, so let's see if let's see. Tesla broke the high of the day. Let's see if he actually can get to R4. Paris, you're in Tesla as well. Of course you are. There you go. So this is the trade that Paris did in the chat room. So yeah, you told me to add more. Here it is. So if Carlos can go full screen, you can see that. This is the trade that I did, and this is the trade that Paris did. I mean, you can't see it because it's not all the full screen, but bring it a little bit higher so you can actually see that. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're full screen, Carlos. Yeah. So that's my
Well,
trade. No, that's a trade that.
Qs are dropping. Careful with Nvidia or Tesla. It's at R4.
Oh,
Um,
Intel. Are you serious? Stop me out and then drop again.
Intel had the earning yesterday, huh? It's getting
Yeah.
strong. So yeah, Tesla. I'm still long on Tesla, guys. I want to see if I can get to 315. It looks like we might test R4. Oh, there you go. 314.50. There you go. So I got filled 314.75. Let's go 315. That's R4. Market is slowly pulling over, but Tesla seems still a
Yeah,
strong.
spies. I shorted Tesla for this
Yeah.
rejection here. Don't think I'm going to stay in this very long. Just traded the 315 puts and I'm out.
All right. So Tesla, yeah, it was a great trade, Alex. Alex did a very nice trade as well. Very, very beautiful trade here. Um, so, oh yeah, thanks, Carlos, helping me going that. So as you see, that's a really nice trade. So you could add because you have such a good entry, Alex, in the chat room, so you can potentially add on these pullbacks. So because your average is going to come higher, as long as your average is just above the VWAP, that would be enough for making good profit. All right, I got filled at 315, guys. This is really nice. So, Nicholas, this is Camarilla Pivot Point R4. We have it on Trading Terminal. We have it on DAS. Most platform has it. Yeah, perfect. Like 315. It's amazing. Like I got like almost percent on it. That's great. See, guys, this is two trade, and I want you to pay attention to the risk management that I did. So the first trade, I got stopped out for a small loss, but I realized that it's not going to lose it. It was just a, whipsaw. So I got back in there. I should have added. Paris mentioned that I should have added in there. And I didn't listen to him, unfortunately. I already had a big size, so that's why I didn't want to add. But that would have been a really good add for the break of 5 today, and as you see, it really went up nicely. Again, one of the reasons that I didn't add and Paris had, because Paris had a much better entry than me. So his trade, we discussed his trade in the chat room. So his entry was somewhere around here, 311. So he had a much better entry, so he can add more confidence in them. Any question, guys, in chat room on YouTube before we slowly handing it over to Paris and Thor? Yeah, it's pretty good. So for me, that's the only trade that I
Yeah,
did. $4,000 so far. I also have a still open position on Tesla, so that would yeah.
mm,
Hold the book published on Monday, so I'm gonna announce it. I'm gonna send a newsletter. I'm gonna mention in the chat rooms on Monday. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Thanks for.
thank you. Yep, thanks for your support, everybody. If you hit the like button before you take off for the weekend, and you check out, I'll be doing my usual swing trade video on the weekend on YouTube. You can check that out under under my name.
All right, yeah, guys. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Any question? Is Thor ready? Yes, he's ready. Thanks, buddy, for covering for the Open.
Of
I hope
course, it
you
was
guys
my
were missing
pleasure.
that. I'm glad
Yeah.
that you had a good time. Guys, if anyone wants to see Thor trading more, he trades live with Peak Capital Bootcamp mentees. So, he trades 3 days and, cover for more people. So it's a different environment. So if you're enjoying trading and analysis of Thor, you can actually join Peak Capital Bootcamp. Thor is the man. Yes. Thank you so much, guys. I'm signing off from here. And I know Paris is coming into the
Yeah.
chat room.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. And Leo, see you Monday.
All right, thank you. And it was so much fun trading with Brian this morning. I always look forward to these kind of days. I get to hop
Right
in
on.
and trade with the profit of profit because, as we say, we always make money when we trade together. So,
bet.
it's
Solid. All right. Cheers.
all right. Cheers. See you, brother. So, everybody, I've got some fun stuff to share with you today. And to go over with you, number one, I want to show y'all this lovely trade that we called for the S3 long in the chat room this morning live. I want to talk to you a little bit about that. I also
Hey Thor, just make sure to turn off
Let
your
me
screen and
reshare.
reshare it again. Yeah, for some
Why
reason
is
that happens to you only. We gotta figure out why.
it's a conspiracy, is what it is.
It's a conspiracy theory, man. I guess so. I guess so.
It's a conspiracy theory. I'm not okay.
The system is it's not playing nice with you. All right, we'll
It
figure it out. But yeah, I got it. As soon as you turn it off and turn it back on,
There we go.
right away. Yeah, right away. it
Cool,
pops up.
cool.
Cool, man.
All right, cool. And then my buddy Nathan's here today as well, everybody. So we're gonna have him on to talk a little bit about that as well. So, but let me walk you through a couple of cool things that we got going on here in the fun. So number one, really good long on NVIDIA here. As you can see, I took in DOS. And I'm actually short a little M&Q right now, but we'll see how that goes. But NVIDIA now is selling like crazy. So I wanted to introduce y'all to my new invention before we bring Nathan on. If you look at my social media, you'll see kind of a post I did on it, and I'm going to release these very soon for you, but I'd like to introduce you to what I like to call the ghost candle. So these ghost candles are actually a VPA applied candle. So they actually shade darker versus lighter based upon how much volume is forming in the candle. So kind of think about like almost like Bookmap, but in your candles. So you can actually see where high levels of absorption are occurring, and you can see everything that's coming in very, very easily. So because my idea here is that you'll be able to read this on your mobile phone. So I'm really, really excited about these and have been beta-ing the past couple of days. And as you can see here, right, you can see down here as we sold down here, it buys up, right? And then so I went long here, got my target to the top side. And then you can see on NVIDIA, this is why we really liked NVIDIA today. You could actually see that as NVIDIA sold on volume, it absorbed, right? And then look as it reoffered, look how the candles are hollow as it comes back down. So we had no volume on the sell side. So we got long on NVIDIA down here at S3 and got this beautiful move to the top side. So if you're a VPA lover and you're someone who really likes, utilizing volume and price analysis when they trade, I think this one will be I think this will really be something that will be a benefit to you. So so keep an eye on my social media, Thor Young BBT, or which is Instagram, or at Thor Young on X. And as soon as I'm finishing my beta today, and then I'm meeting this weekend with with one of my buddies that's working on it for me, and then should release the finalized version early next week. So and then we were in our small group mentoring session last night, which I do every Thursday night just for BBT members, from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m. We sit, listen to music, and talk trading every single time. They can ask any question they want. And while we were talking about this, one of my lifelong trading compadres, it feels like, because she's been in the room since like 2018 with me, I think. Her name is Gigi, which is what I used to call my grandmother. And she actually came up with the name, which the name is, it's called a ghost candle. So basically, if you look close, you can see here that the more volume there is on the candle, the darker the shading. So as we start to sell down, this is a very strong sell candle. So you wouldn't buy VWAP on this candle because of how strong that sell was, right? We sold here. Here you can see it buy through VWAP, right? And then the response was selling. So you can kind of see where the volume is without having to look down here, right? You don't have to look through, but see even here, as we sold these big candles, this isn't strong selling, right? These are big candle movements that are pretty weak. So it's not surprising that this is reoffering back. But this one, look how it doesn't go back above it. That's because this was strong selling. It just reoffered it and then kept going. Right? So this is going to allow you. So what you would be looking for if you were like let's say, yeah, this is TV. Now, so let's say you were a VWAP trader like Andrew does. This is anchored VWAP right here. Hey, Nathan, how you doing, buddy? You can go ahead and mic on in. This is anchored VWAP right here. If you're a VWAP trader, you want to see a sell happen right here. So you'd want to see this level get hit, and you would see a bright candle come in right there. And if you saw that, that would be an indication that the VWAP algorithm is actually triggering at VWAP from the underneath. Right? So like watch right here when it hits VWAP. Watch what happens. This is anchored VWAP. Look at how tight it hit that VWAP. Now let's see if it hits volume when it sells or if it buys through. This isn't, no, this actually isn't a Bruz one. This is my, I'm coding this with another member from my my mentoring community. And it's not released yet, but they're going to be called Thor's Ghost Candles.
How you doing, buddy?
Good, buddy. How are you doing, man?
Good.
How do you like
Checking
my
out.
new toys? Are you loving
Dude,
them?
I love it. You showed me that this morning.
Yeah,
I
of
was
course
like,
they'll be free.
that's cool. Are you looking at MYM?
Let me look.
I don't know. I should have called, but looks like it wants to sell off.
Oh yeah, I like the
Looks a
volume.
little strong on it though to the top side.
So it went over R3. Also, there's an update to TV's pivot cams as well. It actually shows you now which direction the play is in. Right. So it actually puts an arrow in there to show you that this is a short play, and then it puts an X here to show you where your stop should be. So just a little bit of a little update there. So make sure if you haven't, check and check for an update. So yeah, like look, all right, so let's VPA this thing with our ghost candles. Look right here. Boom. I like this for a short, by the way. Look at the high absorption there, right? When we tried to buy. So we had a lot of volume, but we couldn't close this high. We then pushed, and as we pushed, look, all these candles are all hollow. So they're all on really low volume, right? And then as we get to the top, where do we find our volume? Right there on the sell side. Two big sell candles. Then as we reoffer, look how hollow this big candle is. That's an anomaly, right? So I would have loved to have been short somewhere in here, but this looks like a really good possible short here.
Yeah, it was
DPA
weak.
wise.
When it broke over, I was watching, it was really weak. And then once it started to make new lows, it really started to sell off.
For the anchored VWAP, I'm using one called VWAP AA, which is an auto anchor, and I'm using a fib calc the same way I do with cams, and it's H plus L plus C divided by 3. And I have a buddy of mine who's a market maker at Citadel, and that matches the calculation that I'm aware of that they use. So so you will I mean, look at how well it works. I mean, it hits. I mean,
They hit pretty well.
it's
Yeah.
glorious. No, I already hit along on Nvidia and along on NQ. So I've just had an amazing day today. So I'm already done. But all right, so YM just called now that it's back underneath R3. But the candle pattern was good enough for it to call again. So for instance, now the problem is if you short here, you have to recognize that premium is way up at 45,013, right? Which is a little out of pocket, right? You would have wanted this to stay under, but conceptually, if this makes new lows here, it should not come back above. Let's get rid of that. It should not come back above like this stop point. If it does, then it's going to go all the way back to the high. So
Yeah, that volume's dropping off big time too.
I don't like that it
So
sold, found a buyer at S3 and then came back up. That also kind of lowers the efficacy of this play just a titch because it already swept buyers. And look at that buy volume it hit on this engulfing.
mhm.
Someone really bought, and they bought way down here. So I would want this to be as close to the current high of day as possible before I get into this thing. So I mean, even if you got in here, I just want my stop as close to high of day, if not above high of day. MNQ, yeah. MNQ, I bought S3 down here, and I ran a relatively loose stop on it and got my 4-1. So a little S3 to R3 action.
Yeah,
So with
and
NQ lately, I've been letting them breathe a little bit. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's got a lot of buying over this area that it's trading in right now. It needs to stay under this like 23,400
The
area.
idea would be to trade across the range here. So I'm buying S3 with the idea of going all the way across the range. So in theory, if enough volume came in, like the target for my total trade, if I did my entire without hitting, so I hit a 4-1, but I could have run this as high as R6. The ATR high on this one is all the way up at 23,591, 560. We could go into a breakout today, and that breakout could go crazy. Right. But we were in a buying range. I bought because we were in a buying range. I have zero care about where we're at in the day or where we're at on anything. I trade algo participation, right? I buy where they buy. So it's like people will ask me often with my system, well, why did you buy there? And this is like the worst answer to ever give anybody. I buy there because that's where we buy. Right. So it's kind, it's like, but wait, well, how do you know you buy? Because I went through charts, for like years and back, marking through which ranges that we buy from and the most often. And I went through all the math and figured it out. And then I've traded it that way for over a half a decade now, and it works. So why do I buy at S3? Because that's where we buy. In a higher range, we buy S3. We buy R4 if we're above it. We short R4 if we're under it, right? And we don't short R3 because it's too close to S3, so we bounce, right? And this is just the basic concepts of how my whole system goes together. So, and it works pretty nicely.
Yes, it does. I will concur.
So what are we seeing now? So MQ, right, is pushing up right now. So look, see the volume response near VWAP. Now we're pushing back towards R3, and we've actually hollowed out volume-wise a lot as we've gone up. Right, so I don't see any volume. We're not getting buy volume here as we push higher. Right, we had a little bit, but it didn't result in an engulfing. So I'm really looking to see if we get another, see how well we sold here. We tried to buy, absorbed, sold really well here. So I feel like selling is a little bit easier for us right now. So it's kind of feeling fun.
Yeah, it's just this is the kind of price action we've been seeing lately, and then we get that big run and squeeze higher. So we're making some higher lows, trying to make some higher highs.
Yeah, that is Jordan on Nathan's wall. I can confirm that.
Yeah, I got the high school jersey on today, so.
So right now, I wouldn't recommend anybody actually longing, right? So for a couple of reasons. One, it actually looks like we sell with more volume than we buy right now. When we buy with volume, we kind of absorb. So the other thing is we are in a selling range. Even if we are along right now, this is a selling range. Being under R4, the wind is going to blow that direction, right? This is going to, if it stairs up, elevator down, you're going to get that in this range. So it's going to take you an hour or an hour and a half to get this far, and then it's going to take you 15 seconds to get down to here. right? So it's better just to let it crawl its way up for an hour or so and then peg it in that top range and just like and catch the flush, catch these moments here. So let me kind of illustrate that for you. Right. So look here as we're moving up, like in this here, you can see anytime we're going up, it just the movement downs are so much faster than the movement up. Takes forever to get up, fast down. Forever to get up, fast down. Right. So we're in a selling range. So even if it is a long, you don't want to be long. Right. You just don't want to participate. Right. So, you want to start selling in a selling range. That way you take advantage of the liquidation. If you want to buy, you need to be way down here, right? Where I bought,
Mm.
right? Because that's the buying range, right? We bought S3. Why do we buy there? Because that's where we buy, right? Sorry, I know that's stupid. But then we go up to here and then I'm selling here. Why? Because I'm now in the selling range. Look, ever since I sold, we've got almost nowhere, right? Almost no point to hold this trade and wouldn't have made much more money. So, boom. What are you seeing out there on the book? Hey,
Pretty bullish.
what do we say about how did you feel about our meeting with the Spot Gamma people? That was pretty amazing, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I felt great about it. It was awesome. They seemed pretty excited about it too.
How many people
So
in here are excited to have that Spot Gamma presentation I was mentioning yesterday? Any options traders here or people who are interested in that? Nathan was on me with that meeting when we were talking to JT about about giving his presentation, and I'm so excited about it.
yeah,
I think it's going to be really, really cool. Um, so um, so it's going to be really amazing to come in there. Oh, we just had some volume.
yeah,
You see
yeah.
that?
It's that kind of just that same price actually like we have it, and then
But
we're
look at the
breaking it
elevated
higher.
volume. Look what happened on the
Yeah,
candle. It's elevated volume, but it's a indecision candle. They tried to buy and they couldn't buy. It's stuffed. I'd be interested to see if we engage a seller here. This would be very powerful if we sold from right here and made a new low.
yeah. So I'm looking at the delta on the session volume profile, and we're definitely very heavy to the buy side, just above this area. It's getting below that 23,400 area that our selling really starts to pick up, but just not getting a lot through here. Not getting a ton of buying though either.
I can see what you're saying. No, but we got buying, but it's stuffed. Like look at so if you're using the ghost candle or if you're looking at my ghost candle here, you can
Oh
see that
well, yeah.
it's bright red. It's a bright green candle. So we got volume there. Cool. So yeah, we had this so we are met with Spot Gamma. So I'm going to let you guys know. They're supposed to get back to us either today or like early next week on what day they want to get. As soon as I have that, I'll let everybody know what date it's going to be so you can mark your calendars. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, you'll want to be here. You will want to be here for that one. JT is one of their big developers. He tests all the beta stuff. And he knows the ins and out of all of their programs probably better than anybody. He's been crucial in teaching me how to do it. So that's who I learned from. So that's why I was recommending he come on.
I don't trade options, Sarif, but I think being aware of like gamma and some of these different things for even for those of us who are trading equities or futures, I think is very valuable. I mean, I think but then for those of you who are, I think options traders, I actually think from what I've heard about this tool and seen it in action so far, it's pretty amazing. So, but I don't trade options, but I think it could be very valuable. All right, so look at this. We were trying to buy here. So when we're buying pretty well, look at that. We have a large order set. So we're bullish right now. Still. Here we go. Here comes the volume. Look at that. That's fun.
Yeah, that's a lot of volume coming in. Trying to break that high. Yeah, this is where that seller's got to come in. We're going to make any type of fade or revision. But this is what NQ's just been doing, just climbing up into that liquidity higher and keep climbing, keep climbing, keep climbing,
So
and
one
not
thing that
really filling in lower.
one thing I'm noticing right now is VWAP's not coming with the price at all.
Just flattening.
Yeah, VWAP's still flat even though we're moving up there. It just shows you how little buying we're getting there. I think that's disingenuous. And notice it's volume, but it's at the top of the chart.
Yeah.
Right? It's not volume down here and then moving up. It's volume up here. This is a trap. Q Admiral Akbar. It's a trap.
You think this is retailers getting in?
Yeah, I think we had some people buying this high here. I think they absorbed that and offloaded that. That was a really solid amount of volume, and it really was like that's two buy candles, both on high volume that resulted in relatively small candles for their
Yeah,
size.
look at MES. Get two of the same exact doji candles in a
I think
row.
that's a trap.
That
Oh,
with
there,
the
look at the
same
sell
amount of volume.
response. Ha! I see you. I see you, specialist algorithm. I know how you play.
Hey, check out MES and look at those two exact same doji candles with the exact same volume. That's kind of crazy. That just shows you how algo-y it is right now.
Oh my God, that's so fun. Hold on.
Look at those.
Oh,
Isn't that
wow.
cool? Yeah, you don't see
Whoa,
that
look.
very. And the volume is the exact same too.
Oh my
Crazy.
God. Look at called
Yeah.
too. Look how pretty that is.
Yeah, your candles are getting really deep red. That volume's picking up.
So look at the ghost candle here though. Look, you can really see it here. Oh my God, I love these things. Yeah, I hit a long on Nvidia and a long on M&Q earlier. So look here. Look at the absorption on the attempt to buy there. Super high volume. Right after that, look at the raise on volume. Look at the hollow candle, right? Low volume. Now look, where's the next big volume? Let me know when you see it, everyone. Let me know when. Where do you see it? Where do you see it? Right there?
Mm-hmm. That's a nice
Right?
candle too.
Right? And look at that big sell, right? And then as we push back up, all hollow, all hollow, all hollow. And then our biggest volume is on this candle here. And once again, it's a tight candle. And now volume on the sell.
Now we're finding another buyer on
Man, I
NQ
love
though.
this.
YM's selling off real nice.
Ghost candles. They need a theme song. Ghost candles needs a theme song.
It could use the Ghost Facers theme song too.
It needs it. I like it.
That
Ghost
plays
Facers.
every time you download it. For all our supernatural fans out there.
Right? Ghost Facers. All right, so
Yeah,
let's
there it
see when we
goes.
buy here. Look at this thing, man. This thing is wild. They never give up. Never give up.
Well, it's Tesla. Tesla's just been a roller coaster. It usually always is, but holy cow.
Never surrender. Oh,
Just
look at the volume right
just
now.
craziness.
No play possible in crazy land.
Yeah, just ripping over. Has it hit its ATR high yet?
Yeah,
Yeah, just
Andrew.
ripping over
They
it.
crushed Tesla in the room. I
Did
know
they?
Paris got on this one. It was good.
Yeah, oh yeah, that looks like I see it now.
I mean, this thing exploded today. It
Yeah, I'm
ended
sure
up being
Paris was
it ended up being
very,
a
very happy.
trending ended up being a counter trending break from inside the range. So it didn't really fit any of my plays. So I ended up not watching it because I went no play possible.
Oh well, yeah,
But
you
this was
called
a
this morning.
momentum
You didn't like
trader's
it.
dream. So like look, so for the VPA read at the beginning, look at the ghost candle. Look at the opening candle, very strong. Then hammer candle, we pushed up, but look as we come back down, all of the volume is only on green candles. Right? Anytime you're going down, it's always on a hollow candle. So it's only green candles are carrying the volume. This candle had volume and it was a sell candle, but it was a small candle, right? That wasn't an engulfing. Anytime there was a big sell candle, we came back to offer VWAP, and look how we beautifully hit VWAP and then hit these levels. But anytime you're on a buy candle is when you're getting the green. So this is a long here. Looks like an advancing signal. And sure enough, I mean, look at that
Hmm.
as you're moving up. Anytime you're seeing volume, buy candle, 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 buy candle. Anytime it sells stuffed, still
And
going.
do you use, does that look back a certain amount of candles? Like 14 or
Yeah, it's a 14 look back.
since that's a standard? Yeah, good choice.
Sharon, you want ghost candles? Just make sure you're following my social. Thumbs up for ghost candles. My latest and greatest invention from my evil laboratory where me and my Padawans create the scariest of all trading toys and then give them to you for free because we love you.
Indicators with lasers on their heads.
Yes, yes, that's sharks. Sharks with lasers. So yeah, Thor Young BBT. Do you have social, Nathan? Do you ever
Yeah,
post your
I have
social?
Instagram, YouTube. Here, I'll type it in here. Instagram, YouTube, and X are all the same. I used to post a lot. If you guys want me to start posting again, I will, but I never got any traction on anything.
See, that was the same thing
And
with
I
me.
just
Like I was
got,
even doing like the market Thorcast in the morning and telling everybody my entire play for the morning, and I'd like get like 2 likes. I was like, I guess nobody cares.
yeah, if people start going in there and liking, I get traction on stuff. I'm more than happy to post some more trades and go over stuff, but you only have so much time. So it's
What
just
was I
kind of one of
looking? Oh,
those
someone
things.
said with the
And you keep me busy, so
yep, sure do. So stop loss on this one. It's I just use a fixed risk. So when I'm hitting it, I hit so many contracts and my max stop is 250. So I'm not really calculating where my stop is. I just know how much I can lose. So unfortunately, like I don't have like a big secret for where I'm placing my stop on this one, right? It's just completely risk based upon, a 4-to-1 on the amount I'm risking. So in this instance, when I got in, that must have been, I mean, it got really close to my stop. So it must have been just down in here because my 4-to-1 was here. And that's being auto calculated by a hotkey. So, but yeah, thank goodness too. I actually had a and then on the Nvidia ones the same thing. My Nvidia trade, which is I love this. I called this in the Bear Bull Traders room this morning. And this one I executed on DOS because whenever I trade equities, I use DOS. I don't trade equities through any other platform ever other than direct access software, because it's the only way I feel comfortable with my fills. Any other system I've ever used, the fills are just too sloppy, and I get too much slippage. My comms are too high, or something. There's always just a problem. So in this instance, since we came down and we were holding S3 very, very well, right? We went ahead and got long in the chat room on NVIDIA, and this one was a really nice target hit. So in this one, I had up on the screen the whole time I was sitting there, and everyone just got to watch it tick. It's always fun to make all the momentum traders sweat as I'm holding a position for 4-to-1. You know what I mean?
lifting again, man.
So yeah, so for everyone, keep an eye on the socials, and I will let you know when ghost candles are available. So I'm just doing a final little get together with the gentleman who's helping me put these together today, and then we should have them out to you hopefully early next week. So I'm gonna try and have them simply coded so that all you got to do is load them, and so that you don't have to configure them or do anything. They're just gonna come in. You're gonna load them all on, and it's good to go. So try to make all my indicators. That's like when you get if you use my Camarilla pivots, right? You can come to Camarilla pivot plays, and all you have to do is go to the options preset and select Thor. I mean, how easy is that?
Yeah, Andrew jumped in and said that they killed it on Tesla today. So did Brian get in on it too?
Brian smashed PLTR and Tesla and got a little piece of Nvidia too, I think.
Nice.
And
Attaboy.
Paris, because him and Tesla have a love affair that I do not
It's
believe should be spoken about on YouTube because it could cause us
yeah,
to
it's
become censored. I mean, he was saying "I love you, Tesla" a lot, and I'm not really sure about the other things that were happening at the same time. But I'll just
Yeah.
leave that up for everyone's imaginations.
Yeah, we had a deep conversation about it at the last summit. So yeah, I had to talk to him and how are you doing? Like, you know,
Oh my goodness gracious. But he does love some Tesla. And I think Andrew got a big slice out of Tesla too and made some good money, which
ours,
is
he
the
might be
testament to
mad.
day trading. I mean, basically all he had to do was wake up, comb the gorgeous hair. This is Andrew and Pyrus. They basically just woke up today. They just combed the gorgeous hair. They just sat down and then they just made money. Now, if you think it was easier for them, it was the easiest for me. Why? I didn't even have to comb my hair. I just sat right down and started making money.
I
So,
just
I
always
mean,
wear hats. So
yeah, so we're just done.
I still have hair, but I just always use hats.
Yeah, humorous. I would not recommend having a Coldplay cam going with Paris and Tesla at the same time. I think that could get a little bit out of hand. Oh my God, that Coldplay cam is the funniest, most amazing moment in social media history of all time. Like, oh my God, I loved that so much. Ah! Oh, why did that make me so happy? Oh, but it did. And now it's like a cultural thing. Now you got every day you got the Coldplay cam going. I just love it. I just love it. Thor, besides the pivots, do you focus on hourly demand and supply zones? JT, actually, no. It's my pivots, baby. You know what I mean? Like it's all I need. I can pop open my phone. Um, just make sure you call them Adeli. If you make them in Ninja, can you call them like a Thor Ghost candle so I can share them with people so it makes it easier for them to find it or some kind of reference? Because people are going to want these kind of things in different platforms, and I would love to promote your work, right? So if you can like name them something like that and then give me some kind of a link, Thor@bearbulltraders.com, if you want to share them with me that way, that would be amazing. And thank you so much for your effort for creating those. I think it's going to really catch on and people are going to love these things. So, and that goes for anybody else on any other platforms. Beautiful. I love you so much. That goes for anybody who's working on stuff like this. I want to just get it out to everybody and get these tools to people for free. If someone wants to make these for toss, I would love to to talk to you about that. Any help you need on making them for there, I'll tell you kind of like how I'm shading them, or whatever. I mean, I'll be willing to just throw me an email, Thor@bearbulltraders.com. I love creating stuff and then getting them to everybody. But I like also making our versions like you're doing here, AT. I really appreciate you, man, because if we do that, then we can create standardized versions and then steer people towards the ones we know work well, right? So we don't have to have people trying and doing this. We can say, hey, when you come to this YouTube channel, and for me, I kind of want this YouTube channel to be your new 11 to 12 home. Whenever you're hanging out, you come in here, you can ask me questions. I'm going to bring in kick butt people like Nathan and, really cool Wednesday segments now with Dr. V, which are the numbers on those Wednesday segments are crushing. And then
Nice.
I'm going to try and have like Lenny and I think Gary L is going to come on to talk about some of his fib stuff soon. And then we've got Spot Gamma coming on. I mean, it's wild, man. We got good stuff. So, keep on coming. Mark the
And
time.
the more you keep showing up, the more he's going to try to have on. He talks to me about it all the time. So this is, it's kind of a boring time to trade. And like some of you guys have mentioned that most people are done, but this is a great time to learn. We're right before lunch, the market's still moving. So this is a great time to learn live for anything that you want us to teach you.
Check out NVIDIA here, man. It looks like it's kind of getting ready to get its sell on a little bit. So,
Yeah,
so,
Tesla's the one. Tesla's the one that needs to roll over to get this
so
market moving
I was
down.
kind of looking at the VPA here. We had this big buy that kind of happened up here. And since then, the volume came here, right? And here it's all been on the sell side. So, and then even when we pulled back, we got buy volume, but it really kind of got stuck. Couldn't
Mhm.
go anywhere, right? So now we're selling back and we're back under VWAP. So and we're offering the top side of we're offering VWAP. If we sell now from the make a move, we've offered VWAP that like see even this buy here really weak. So if we get some good volume to the sell side, we can start moving.
Oh yeah, there was some nice exhaustion there. Just after 10 o'clock too, trying to get to that 175. Really nice exhaustion through there.
NQ absorption on the bid on buy too. We're actually moving down on a larger buy.
Just see that book to fill in on NQ. And really Tesla's driving this thing up.
Hey Ralph, next week, if you want, when I'm done with getting these done out of beta version, I will share you my link to my entire layout, and that should allow you to pull in, that. There's the only thing you got to make sure you do, like for some of the like sizing of things, making sure you're like, you have your scale price set to chart only. Don't use auto. Use scale price to chart only. That'll make things fit better. Right? And then use logarithmic. Logarithmic. I trade all the time. Sometimes I trade in the pre-market because I'm a futures trader. Sometimes I'm trading at like 8 p.m. at night. So I trade whenever I get setups, right? So my cam system that I have here in TV actually alerts when plays are in the right locations, right? So it actually calls. So if I'm sitting at 11 o'clock at night, it can go bling, and all of a sudden I realize gold, right, is in like the right place or something because the commodities tend to move after hours quite a bit, right? So I don't have a time that I trade. I trade whenever I have a setup, right? So one of the things I really recommend for a lot of you, and really try and resonate with this, which is, as a trader, it's your job to trade setups, not take trades. Right. So a lot of traders really feel like it's their job to take trades. Like if you don't take trades that day, you're not working. Not true. Right. Think about like if you're going to be a salesman, right, and you get dropped off at a neighborhood, that's a neighborhood that like statistically isn't likely to buy your product, and then they let you loose, you're just going to do a whole lot of work for very little result. Right. So just doing something doesn't mean you're going to make money at it. Right? You actually need to do something when it's in the right location with the right opportunity to do something about it. Right? So, and that goes through all of life, right? If the salesman, you put him in an affluent neighborhood for that particular product or something like that, like because he's selling vacuums, right? And they're like really high-end vacuums. You don't want to go sell those, out in where I grew up in, Podunk, South Carolina. No one's going to buy your vacuum. We just use brooms.
Encyclopedias. That's what you guys buy.
Yeah, we just buy goats and we just let
Come
them
sell the
eat the
goats.
carpet and just call it done. So, does Bookmap give real-time data on stocks? Yes.
Yes.
And what subscription to buy? Nathan, go.
I would start if you're in the US and you can just get the Schwab version, just sign up with Schwab and pay their $40 a month to get that version. It's great to just try it out and get used to it. If you're wanting to get the full software, Global's great. That would be the one I would buy. That would give you stocks, futures, crypto, everything you want. And then the Global Plus is what you would want to get if you want to get all the good stuff. So I have access to a lot more of the featured add-ons and other add-ons that are available on the marketplace. So I love the Global Plus. That's what I have. That's what I enjoy. But the Global's fine. And then if you are in the US, just go ahead and do the Schwab version because that's what Thor's using right there.
Yeah, this is
It is
just the
basically
Thinkorswim version. Yeah.
yeah, it's basically the global plan. It's just a lot cheaper, like significantly cheaper.
So there's a question on Sarif. So TV or Trading View is a trading platform as well as a very flexible charting program. So it's quite nice. So, and then this is Bookmap through Thinkorswim. So, and then this cool candle formation here are my new ghost candles. Ooh. Ah. Look, anytime we've tried to buy on M&Q, look how we've absorbed. Anytime we've tried to buy, topside wick, buy. And look at the downside when we bought, still topside wick, didn't engulf, stayed low, right? We just don't, we're just missing sell volume, right? But we're having a lot of trouble buying right now.
Yeah, you'd think we're going to sweep.
It looks like we're going to dump.
It's just this has been the price action though for
So,
the last couple of
Sarif,
weeks.
I'm going to try and work on finding somebody to help me code these into TOS. I have a developer that I work with for TOS, but she's been very, very busy because she's a Microsoft developer, like for Microsoft, and she's been very busy. So I can't really get her to do my stuff right now. But if there's someone else who is interested and wants to reach out, Thor at bearbulltraders.com, let me know. Um, I want to come to Canada. JT, what part? I love Canada. I'm trying to learn French right now, actually. Bonjour.
Yeah, we have a meetup every year in Canada. In good old Vancouver, where Andrew and Brian and some of the team are. You should come to that. It's always an amazing time. Like I
I'll definitely
promise.
come to Vancouver. Yeah, and everyone should come to that because the whole thing.
It's
Calgary
amazing.
Mountains?
You get to
Mm.
hang out with all of us, socialize,
I
and
love Montreal. I would definitely go there. I haven't been there for a long time, unless I'm flying through. But I would love to come to Canada. Maybe we could do a Canada meetup. Montreal would be beautiful, and then I could practice my French, my Français.
yeah, Ganesh, I don't think Bookmap is a scam at all. It the data that you're going to get through Bookmap is even better than what you're going to get through TOS, especially for futures. You only get the DX feed for futures. You can get Bookmap data. They pay a huge hefty fee to get this data, and it's some of the best data that you can get, and they make sure of that. So they have really good relationships with all of these vendors, the market makers, and so they can get a lot more data than what DAS can or Thinkorswim can. And I don't think it's a scam at all. I think I would be blind without Bookmap. Like it would be difficult for me to trade. Honestly, I love watching the price action, the order flow, and getting into it, getting into the micro price action. But you couldn't do that with anything else. But yes, it does get expensive. So, but they have a great community too, that'll help you learn, and you can get involved there and start to get some things for free that they'll give you.
Yeah,
So
for the
they
most
do try
part,
to
I
help.
think if you stick around, I think Nathan will teach you everything you need to know. So just
Correct.
pick it up. We got
And
you.
and if you come behind the paywall every Monday at 12, I'm available. And then next Tuesday night, I will be doing a little Bookmap webinar, but it also go into how I trade and how I use Bookmap to trade and identify trades and setups. And it's the number one thing that I use to identify my trades and to get into my trades and manage them and execute them. So I'll be going over that next Tuesday. Yeah, even if you want to come in and just buy 1 month, check it out. Yeah, come bother me on Mondays and come see me Tuesday night.
Yeah, and I've heard some gleanings that we actually on the backside of the trading terminal side of things are going to be working on our own visual level too.
Yep.
So I think because I know you met with Andrew and went over some
Yep.
parameters for that kind of stuff. So I think this could, that'll hopefully eventually you guys will be able to get, and the plan on that we talked about price point with Andrew on that. And I think the price point on that will be the most reasonable price point you'll have on a visual L2 once it comes out. So we can really stay tuned for that. I think that'll be a really big
Yeah,
one too.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So NQ kind of rolling over a little bit like we were saying, huh? That's pretty
Andrew has
cool.
big plans and get stuff done. So
Oh, real quick,
look forward to it.
Ahmed said, "Don't pronounce the S in Francais." I know I was using my Southern accent, which is my true accent. So because I did that, I had to say Francais because Southern people. Oh, you should hear Southern people speak Spanish. It's hilarious. And then someone was asking if I've been to Toronto. So I've been to every province other than I've been to almost everything you guys have said other than Calgary. I haven't been to Calgary. But my grandfather is from Nova Scotia. So I've been going back and forth to Canada, um, you know, quite a bit throughout my life. But it's, you know, it's definitely I think I've been there like a couple times this year already too, including Vancouver. But yeah, I would love to do a meetup. So, but everyone's from all over the place. So what's in the middle? Like what's a
Colorado.
good so Colorado? So
Oh,
it,
in the
just go
middle
to
of you and Vancouver. That's what I was thinking.
that's what you're thinking?
Yeah,
Um,
come here. Wouldn't that be where Peter lives? Doesn't he live kind of near in the middle, like just off the eastern front range of the Rockies, I think?
Calgary? I think Calgary. I haven't been to Calgary, so maybe we need to do a Calgary meetup. How many people would show up at a Calgary meetup if I did a Calgary meetup? And when should we do it?
Let's do it in the winter so then I can go over to like Revelstoke
Yeah,
and
because I want to ski.
go over there and ski. I haven't skied over on that side.
Anybody want to watch me fall down on skis?
I do.
Ah, that's a lot of I wills.
Oh, Peter's in Ottawa.
That's a lot of I
Nice.
wills. How much is a plane ticket to Calgary? I'll look it up. I'll fly up there on my own dime to come hang out. If we can get like 20 people, we already had like 20 people say I will. If I can get 20 people, it's worth it to me to come hang out and party.
Yeah, I'd be down.
All right. We'll have to look at some day. When's like the best time? Like especially like because I'm ready. I got my like ski bib. Like I got a bib. I got a jacket that has like a battery that heats it. I'm ready. We need someone to coordinate it.
Yeah, that's not for either one of us.
I want good snow though. I want to come up there and like
Oh
ski
yeah.
and like have a really fun time. Like I want
Yeah,
to do something crazy.
Calgary's right outside Banff and Revelstoke, so I would definitely be down to go there. Absolutely. Anybody in here ski? I'm a fanatic, so I ski
Anybody
probably
here not
100
ski and
plus
are gonna
days a
break their
year.
legs in Calgary? I would do it.
Thor skiing from R3 to S3, he does that every day.
Yeah, it's like I did a
Toronto,
slalom.
I've heard great things about Toronto. I've never been there, but I've heard great things
I've been
about
to
it.
Toronto, but in the summer, like in July. So
How is the H. Taylor, how is the drive to Banff then, if Revelstoke's a big drive during the winter? Humorous, I not big into talk hockey, but I will go see a game live. Hockey is the absolute best live. It's the best sport to watch live. It's just there's so much going on. You don't even realize how much you missed watching it on TV. Because I would go to Blues games when I lived in St. Louis and they were awesome. They were always a great time. Yeah, there's another push on.
not giving up, man.
Yeah, Tesla keeps buying. It just hit that 320 target. So it's just a monster. It's a freight train today. Just pushing.
I wish I could do polls. Oop,
I thought you could in here. I feel like I've seen Andrew do a poll in here before.
maybe I'm just not cool enough. I wanted to see how many people would actually like do it. And I could see if I could get a real number.
Maybe Carlos has the authority.
The authority.
We get very limited
How
authority,
do
guys, at
you do
BBT.
a
Carlos
YouTube
is the most responsible.
poll? Like, how many people would, what's a good month for Calgary? Did somebody say that already? Like if we were gonna really ski, is there like I want to plan for like the normal time to go.
I'd say like February,
I might try and bring my kid if I can get his
February,
passport
early
sorted by then.
March. I mean, that's still when it's the best here in Colorado. So
Yeah, but up there, dude, it's like negative a bajillion that time of year.
you got, I got a heated vest and some heated socks and stuff that
It won't
my fiance,
matter.
I'll
I'm
bring them
gonna
for
die. I'm gonna die.
you.
March is better.
Yeah, March is a great time to ski. We could get some storms.
So yeah,
February is still
Sharif,
pretty
Feb is
cold.
for Calgary. Should we do? But I want to make sure we can ski. I don't want that hard stuff that hurts your butt when you fall on it. I want the powder. I want the good stuff.
Well, if it's a good resort and they groom, you really don't get much of that if they've got good grooming. So
I want guaranteed action. So you're thinking like they're thinking March.
yeah, March would be good.
March. All right.
Man, yeah, Tesla's just chewing up the liquidity.
We stayed at this castle of a hotel right on the slopes. It's great. So
That would be
Sharif,
awesome.
that would be the next stage. All right. So if I can get like I'm gonna try and get a poll going. As soon as I have a poll that shows direct evidence that I can get like 20 to 30 people to show up. I'm so in. Like I will go ahead and mark it on my calendar. We will put it down and we will start working on it. So I'm so in.
Sweet.
Right. So Nathan's already in. He didn't even say yes, but I'm committing him. But I know he'll come. And then but we'll have to work on the exact location, right? And then yeah, we'll get that all figured out. And then I'll put a post on media, you know, like we'll do like a little sign up for it. It's not going to be like anything fancy. It's just going to be fun. Right. We're just gonna have fun. So we'll get someone to hopefully help coordinate a little bit and figure out, and with a little bit of advance notice, of course, I'm gonna invite any mods who want to come and you know, and hopefully we'll have a good time. So, but so far Calgary in March is looking like a thing. So put that on your tentative calendar and then yeah, we'll do this.
Oh, now you got me excited. It's summer's not over yet, so you got
Yeah,
me
see, we
excited to
can
ski.
plan in advance. We can get a big like resort area, like where we can everyone can get rooms and ahead of time, get your plans thing if you want to bring like a spouse or something, and then we just hang out. How can you see me trading live? Well, I'm not trading live right now because I already did my trades, but during 11 to 12, we could do that. But otherwise, P Capital. So I rarely trade live in the BBT room anymore. Actually, the main place you can find me to trade live is only in P Capital. So during boot camp, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I trade the opens live in P Capital.
Yeah, there's still spots, I
Surf,
believe, if
just
you
because
guys
you
want
don't
to
ski, I'm not
get
going
in
to ski
there.
like the whole time. You could still come. You just drink hot toddies while we ski, and then when we get back, we all talk. Or, you know, and they have you ever have you ever do you think in the place we're gonna go to, they have the big tubes? You know, you just basically get in
Oh,
a
yeah.
tube like at a water park. I did that last time I went somewhere. It was in Massanutten, and they had these big giant tubes that you would ride in on this big like 8-story drop. And it was amazing. It was like the funnest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah,
Not the
we have
funnest
some
thing I've
over in
ever done in my life,
yeah,
but you
they
know what I'm
have
saying.
tubing hills.
Like not the funnest thing ever.
Yeah, they have them. Yeah, we have some over in Fraser, and we go there, and they are an absolute blast. Yeah, they have this one called Wind Sport Hill. It looks fun.
My camera was all like weird. There we go. A little better. Or not. Like
Man,
move to the side.
even though everything else is really trying to sell, Tesla is just
So someone was asking
giving
about
it a
what is a
go.
ghost candle, and I can't resist. I'm going to tell you. Um, So we were in a dark lab last night, tinkering with all kinds of evil chemicals that are radioactive and filled with gamma radiation, not exposure, although both are similar. And as we were doing that, we invented this new type of candle, and it is a volume-based candle, so that you no longer have to read VPA. You can actually see where the high volume is based on the shading and coloring of the candle. So they're red and green candles. They close, so you still see this traditional coloring, but they get filled automatically based upon how much volume. So you can see, for instance, here, if you were thinking about going long, you'll notice that anytime you get a strong volume buy candle, you're not resulting in a move up, right? So these candles are absorption candles, right? You're moving down with less volume than you're moving up with high volume. So you wouldn't necessarily want to be long here, even if this was a long, because it seems like this ticker sells easier on volume, right, than it buys on volume. So right now you would kind of look at this more to see if it exhausts to go short, right? So yeah, pretty cool stuff there. So when you're looking, so basically they're a VPA based candle. So ghost candles. I was
Anna
gonna go with
Cooling would
50
love them, I
Shades of
bet.
Red and Green, but I thought this was better.
I bet Anna Cooling would love those candles.
Oh, I should share them and tag them and
I know
say,
I need to contact them again and see if I want to do the interview with JT and then see if I can send out that one and kind of show them, what we do.
I love it. Yeah, we will. So they'll be available next week, I'm hoping, Jonas. They're in beta right now. So this is they're brand new. We just coded them. So they're based on coding from some other heat map style candles, and then we altered them to do what they do. So, but I've been making sure they line up and kind of adjusting the varied levels in which they shade to make them really easy to read. So like so you can see where the volume comes in, right? So and like this right now, gold's kind of looking like a long right now. So like if you were looking at gold right now, oh, we only got like 3 minutes and our session's already over. Oh my God. Hey, make sure I even forgot to shill for where's all my likes at? I think we've got, anybody miss their opportunity to like, share, love, all things like that? Hook a brother up. Just kidding. Love you. It's Friday. This actually kind of looks like it's selling more than it's buying right now. So it's actually not a very good long. All the volume's on the sell side
Yeah,
on gold.
getting ready for the lunchtime to do nothing. Although
You
we have
lost
had some,
10K shorting Tesla? Why did you do that? This bad boy's a long, right? If you look at the volume, all of the big candles are above the average line, or they're all green. This thing's been a long all day. So, so as we close out here, 7, let's just, regardless of what you actually did or otherwise, right? Clear your mind for a moment, okay? And think of it this way, right? My grandmother has this old adage, which is nobody changes unless it hurts enough. So in this moment, can you learn a lesson? If you can learn a lesson from this that turns your trading around and stops you from over trading, and I would recommend setting a max trade limit per day with software in your computer system if you can't do it personally, and take no more than 2 trades or 4 trades at max per day and lock your system out if you do that. Learn from it, make an adjustment, and then get back in. And if you make that money and get successful, 10K will be nothing compared to the amount of money you're going to be able to potentially make. Tuition for college on so many different careers is well more than that kind of money, right? And you can just make it back, but you only have a chance of doing that if you're gonna do that. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, is literally the definition of being crazy, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting the same result, is the definition of optimal performance. So it's very important at all times that you stay in tune with that. So as we wrap up today, just don't worry about it, man. Stay happy, stay focused, blow this away, but learn, make changes, and start moving forward. Nathan, my brother, thank you as always for coming and hanging
Yeah,
on with
absolutely.
me,
Thanks for
man.
having me. I
You
always
know,
love
we
hanging out
will,
with these guys.
for sure, man. We appreciate you. Thanks for working out that thing with Gamma. Everybody else in the room, we'll see you back here at your trading house from 11 to 12. And, you know, we'll have all the good stuff coming for you next week. Normal calendar, all that good, great stuff. So I hope everyone has a great one. I'll talk to you soon and keep it green,
Yeah.
everybody.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
All right.